to session 2, or for our new guest, session 1 for him.
Grubhub's not working. I gotta go.
Listen, Hunter, I will drop kick you right in the nads. All right, so
Their ice cream machine was.
we're recapping. All right, so here's what's going on. The party. Actually, you know what? F it. You guys can recap. I don't want to do it.
Oh, okay. So
In character.
You don't have to do it in character.
Yeah.
we do.
No, you can. We're just recapping. We'll get into character in a second. It's fine.
Okay, what was the town we were going to?
We killed a bunch of goblins.
Phandelver.
Okay, yeah. So we were on a caravan.
Ish.
Go to Vandalin.
Mhm.
And the cart ahead-
Vandalin.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
The cart that was ahead of us.
Yeah.
That had our boss, which I know I wrote it down, but where is it? Was it Gundren? Was Gundren the boss?
Gundren Rockseeker.
Yeah, Gundren Rockseeker, who was our employer, and also Sildar, another person that was employed.
Yes. Sildar Hallwinter.
To protect the caravan. We found that basically the caravan was wrecked. There's 2 dead horses, and we got ambushed by goblins. We followed
we did.
a trail to a cave. We killed more goblins. We found Sildar. We found out Gundren was carried off to
Cragmaw Castle.
yeah. I wrote right next to it. I'm blind.
You do not know where Cragmaw Castle is as of now.
Yeah, but we know that he was taken there. We also killed a bugbear.
And
who was
Clark.
kinda like the yeah.
It was
And then
horrifying.
we found some supplies that were intended.
Save the wolves.
Yeah, we saved some wolves. We found some supplies that were intended for the Lion Shield Coster.
Yep.
So we intended to give those for hopefully some monies. And we're still keeping our course.
Yep.
Because Sildar say like, hey, once we get there, I can pay you.
Yeah, that about sums it up. Frank sent me a suggestion saying at the end of sessions, probably give it a little bit of time for everybody to kind of like talk about what happened and everything, do any in-character interactions they want to do. It's a good idea. I'll try to do better this time. But yes, so you have all, you've all gone to this cave. You've rescued Sildar, who is exceedingly grateful, and he's promising a payment of 50 gold as soon as he can muster the funds. And yes, so you're on your way now, having set free the wolves, and you're on your way back to Phandelver. You still have a couple hours of travel. At this point, when you started, it was a bright sunny day. It's still clear skies, there's a warm breeze, but the sun is starting to set a little bit. It's starting, the bright blue is starting to change to a bit more of a pink and an orange colors. But it's not full-on sunset quite yet. You guys still have a little bit of daylight left, to which you can push on to Phandelver. So, if there's anything, as you guys are riding along in the cart, it'll be pretty smooth sailing all the rest of the way. So if there's anything you guys would like to insert at this part, talking about what happened or whatever, feel free. Otherwise, we'll move on.
I don't think I have anything.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
I want to ask Sildar, like, do we have a place to stay?
Yes.
Down?
So Sildar, says, I mean, he's a lot. Sildar, by the way, now that you guys have left the cave and you're starting to move down the road, he's a lot more chipper. You feel like he's been healed. He's a lot more lively. But
He's not
Captured and almost dead.
yeah, it'll do wonders. So basically, he says, there's a local inn And I'm heard that it's quite quaint. I think we'll be able to find lodgings there. And yeah, so there's a place in town that you should be able to find. So you continue on. It's a couple hours. Sun's starting to set a little bit. Not quite there. Right. So the rutted track emerges from a wooded hillside, and you catch your first glimpse of Phandelver. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations. More old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars, surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts. As it climbs toward a ruined manor house on the hillside at the east side of town. As you approach, you see children playing on the town green, and townsfolk tending to chores or running errands at shops before they close up for the night. Many people look up at you as you approach, but all return to their business as you go by. You do kind of notice that as you guys enter the town, like I said, the people look up at you. There's a little bit of while the town seems mostly like an average town, there's a little bit of tension in the air, and it seems like when people look up at you, they're trying to kind of eye you, take a kind of gauge who you people are, and then they'll move on their way. And at this point, Sildar will point you towards the inn, which is known as the Stonehill Inn, and he says, "Yeah, I believe we could find some lodgings there. I'm pretty tired myself. I'm sure you understand."
I'm on.
I imagine.
So, if you guys are all good with that, we'll start heading in that direction.
Do I know if there's any contacts in this city?
You would have to ask around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very good possibility. Your said contacts are in many towns. This one looks like a bit of a frontier town, so it's not a major one, but there's still a possibility. So you'd have to ask around a little bit.
We ask around if he has a criminal contact.
It's how he plans on doing it.
Criminal.
He knows. So, yes. You guys continue on to the end, or do you have anything else you like super pressing to do?
So like it's all like humans pretty much, right? That's what's going on here?
There's a bit of a mix. You'll see a couple dwarves here and there, maybe like a halfling or two, but primarily humans. Yes.
We're like the top 5 weirdest looking people in the city.
Yes, you cut a very
much.
distinct image, and that's kind of why everybody's eyeing you a little bit. They're kind of like, "Who are these guys? Like, what the frick?" If anybody, I'm gonna say, if anybody's trained in history, you can feel free to make a history check. See if you know anything about the town. So anybody who has proficiency in history? I don't remember if there was somebody who did.
Not me.
I wouldn't know anyway.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
I do, but yeah.
it depends on how much traveling you've done, whatever. Jonah, I'm gonna say you can go ahead and make a roll. You've done a little bit of traveling in your time.
19.
Okay, so you've heard of Phandelver before. But you know that Phandelver was, like I said, from the ruins. It's centuries old. It kind of went abandoned for a while, and then has been sort of resettled. You know that there was a years back there was an agreement between dwarves and gnomes, and a mine had been established, which you guys have heard a little bit of before from Sildar, that Gundren had found potentially a map to this old abandoned mine that was a place where magical items could be made. So you know a little bit about it. Anyway, continuing on. As you guys enter the inn, in the center of town stands a large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals nursing mugs of ale or cider, all of them eyeing you with curiosity. They look like a bunch of... Some people are potential prospectors, some maybe a little bit some more of the farming types or cattle ranchers. They look like most of them coming back from a hard day's work, just trying to enjoy a little bit of drink here and there before they head off for the night. As you walk in, Sildar goes to the innkeeper and books himself a room. Everybody else can feel free to do the same if you'd like.
Yep.
Behind the counter there, the proprietor is a short, pretty friendly. He's a young human male. And as you guys come up to the desk or whoever wants to, he kind of looks so it's like, oh, hello there. It's interesting to see the travelers. My name is Toblin. Toblin Stonehill. You're the owner of the Stonehill Inn. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Rooms, whatever, drinks, whatever you need.
Well, Toblin, I'd like to order my room.
Of course. How many rooms will you all be needing?
I'll be getting myself a room. They can sort theirs out.
Okay.
Like.
I've got 5 rooms. 5 rooms left. So some of you might have to double up. I apologize, but it's what we have. Right. So that'll be 5 silver per room. That includes breakfast in the morning and clean sheets.
Okay. Sounds great.
How large is the bed? I sometimes have trouble fitting, so I might need to kind of double up my.
Oh my. Right. You are a large one. Well, we tend to have standard size. We don't always get people of your size, but they're well-crafted beds. They'll get the job done. I think we'll be okay. Were you wanting a room as well?
Yes.
Right. So it'll be 5 silver, and then he'll go through, and you guys can divvy up rooms however you like.
Alright, guys. Who wants to share?
So that's 5 silver a room, and then I guess if you guys are splitting the cost, on whoever's.
I have no problems with sharing.
With you.
It's 5 silver a room. Okay.
I mean, actually, come to think of it, there's 5 of them, and I kind of was thinking because Andrew's here that there were 6, but he's not here yet. So actually, each of you, if you want, could have your own room, if you so pleased. So that is my bad. Counting is hard.
I'm nervous about my own sleeping arrangements.
Yeah, that's fine. So if you guys want to split the costs of a room, that's fine. But if you all want to pay 5 silver,
It's fine.
Oh, and can I get a drink as well?
Of course. We have some ciders, some ales. We have a couple bottles of the harder stuff, if that so suits you.
So I kind of like whisper over to the gnome because I figure he's talkative. I'm like, hey,
The
cider.
gnome.
What is cider? In our party, I whisper over
The
to
halfling?
Yeah, he's a halfling.
the halfling. Sorry,
Gnome, halfling, really, 2 sides of the same.
My bad. I don't. What's cider? I don't know. I don't know what cider is. What is that?
Something alcoholic. I try to stay away from the drink myself.
Like what is it? Oh, shit. I'll take whatever you suggest.
Well, I mean, the cider is a popular choice around here. It's taken from a local orchard, actually. So. That's
yeah, I've
a
had
local
cider
favorite.
a bunch of times. I'll have that.
All right, sure. So he gets you around. It's probably maybe a silver for a
glass-sized flagon.
yeah, that's fine. Well, that's fine. So You get your mug of this cider.
Make apples into a drink.
As you as you take
I
a
don't know what apples taste like necessarily.
well
Apples
as
are a warm weather fruit, right?
no,
They're like medium.
No, yeah,
they're
medium.
temperate.
They're pretty harder.
They're
or
temperate.
hardy fruit trees,
They're I
like
mean they're not gonna
other
grow in the
fruits.
tundra, I don't think,
Yeah.
but they're temperate. So, but it's entirely possible you might not.
All right, so I take a drink and I like start coughing, like, oh, it's so sweet.
Well,
I mean, it's great. Yeah, I'm sorry. I knew what this was when I ordered it. Anyway,
glad you enjoy.
You okay,
Yep.
Mon?
thank you. It's great.
Oh, okay. Good.
I'm gonna go to bed now, and
All right.
I leave it like half full on the like
Oh,
bar
all
table
right.
and go upstairs.
Sleep well.
So what time is it right now?
At this point, you have maybe an hour or so until sunset. Not until sunset, until it gets dark. So, I would say in the neighborhood, it's probably like, depending on, let's say 6, 7 o'clock, something like that.
Okay.
So, if you guys would like to visit a few places in town, you might have time for it. Malachi himself has gone off to
Well, I'm not
find
necessarily
you.
sleeping. I'm just embarrassingly like trotting off to my room.
Yeah, he's
way
going
too
he's going to
embarrassed.
find his room.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn to the remainder of the party that's still ordering lodging. All right, now I'm gonna go take a walk, and I want to go see if I can find ask around, see if I
You're
can
gonna
find
go
a
with
contact.
So, Crane, you start to walk around town. The strange, wrapped fellow who doesn't say much just kind of follows you, just watches what you do. Go ahead and so you're gonna start asking around. I'm gonna say go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
12.
12. Okay. So you're trying to be subtle about it, kind of ask like, "Hey, who's got connections in here?" And there's a few things you learn. So as you're asking around, you kind of gather off some people that in the area there's an overwhelming like as you go to ask people questions and you're like visibly armed. And that makes a lot of people a little nervous. And they, when you go to talk to them, they kind of, at first, they're almost like overly, what's the word I'm looking for? Overly helpful, and not the sense of helpful, like, they're very...
They don't want to piss me off.
They don't want to piss you off. Exactly. Yes. They don't want to make you mad. And as you start to gather a little bit, you realize that they think you're part of a group called the Red Brands. And you've just kind of gathered that the Red Brands are a group that have recently showed up to town that are a lot of the townspeople don't like. A lot of them won't say more than that, but you do find that one particular person, the Red Brands do not bother. Potentially because of other contacts and connections that she may have, but you get the name, let me find it real quick, Halia Thornton, who runs the Miners Exchange. And so she seems like she has connections outside of the town. You're not 100% if it's what you're looking for, but it seems like your best bet. And you could find the Miners Exchange, I would say, easily enough. If you'd like to go there and talk to
I'm
them.
going to stave that off for tomorrow. I'm going to head
Okay.
back to the inn.
Okay, no problem. Does anybody else want to do anything before... Ethan, you've been following him around, and you see him kind of converse with some people, ask some questions. You see the
I
same
don't really
thing.
pay attention. I just kind of like look around.
Okay.
Just like,
I guess as you look around, it's lots of log buildings. A lot of them look fairly new, like they haven't been here for too long.
A bookstore of any kind, anything like that.
A what?
A bookstore. Of any kind.
A bookstore. Let me take a look. not like a bookstore per se. There's a lot of this is
No smut.
it's you start to gather that this is a town born out of function. There's mining going on in the area, and it's kind of built around. So there's no bookstores per se. You do see around. There's a provisions store named Barthen's Provisions, which you remember is where you're supposed to deliver your goods to. And you see another you see like a temple, some provisions. No bookstores, no. So,
Alright. Well,
you could check a general store, might be your best bet, but it doesn't look terribly promising.
I'm just gonna wander around.
Sure. Yeah, like I said, you see a little temple. You see a smithy. You kind of see an official, a bit more official looking building. Let me pull that up real quick. Right, and so you kind of gather it's like maybe the hall of an official of some sort or something like that. But it has sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden roof, and a bell tower at the back. It's got a board, like a notice board out front. And on it says, reward, orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within. The notice bears the town's seal and an indecipherable signature, so it's just kind of like scribbled on there.
Can I, like, take it?
I mean, yeah, if you wanted. And so there's only one up there, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to take a little piece of paper with the notice on it, yeah,
Mine.
you can do it.
Yeah, it's mine.
Do it, yeah.
Done.
All right. So that's a general idea of what you see in the town. Does anybody else want to do anything?
Sunrise.
Wait a minute.
Shut up, it's your brethren.
Okay.
For the horde.
So everybody's then just gonna everybody else is gonna hang at the inn until nightfall. Sure.
I want to. Is there any like charity service of any kind, like to donate to? Like maybe it's even like run by the church.
There's a temple. If you would like to go check out the temple.
I guess like I'm just trying to like either look for like people like beggars or like some kind of charity service, even if like the church provides it.
So the population of the town isn't very large, and most seem to be like there for a reason, like working class. You don't see a lot of like beggars of a sort, but like I said, I mean, there's a temple, which is, I mean, temples are genuinely associated with good works and helping out the community. So if you'd like to go check that out, you can.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay. All right. So it's approaching nightfall. We'll just say everybody finds their way to the rooms, and you do whatever nightly routines and go to sleep. The beds are serviceable. They're nothing fancy. Although for somebody, say like Malachi, I mean, this might seem a little soft, honestly, to sleep on, depending on how your character views these things.
Beds have always been awkwardly soft for me.
Yeah, so, I mean, for you, it's like, this seems really kind of all, like, fancy, like, uncomfortably so. For anybody else who's been around in, quote, civilization, it's serviceable. It's not, like, run down. The rooms are clean to an extent, and there's not, like, rats running around in there, but it's nothing fancy. It gets the job done. So, you all wake in the morning. Nothing really of note overnight. As you wake up, you notice there's the smell of cooking meats and the like as Toblin and staff get breakfast ready, and he serves it to each of you at your discretion whenever you feel like eating. And it's another bright day. There's a few clouds here and there. No storms incoming or anything like that. Another beautiful day. you have the rest of the time to do with as you please. You know you have a job to finish and a potential other delivery to drop off.
So what time of day?
Who's the temple to?
Let me pull that up real quick. All right, so, the temple, and if you don't know, you can ask the nearby people or whatever. It's not hard to get this information.
I think I know what the symbol and the.
Yes, it's a temple to the goddess Timora. Timora is a goddess of luck and good fortune. Yeah. So that's the local temple. You don't see any other really religious sites. That's the only one of note.
So, in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
when, like, I get up pretty early, right? Because I went to bed pretty early
Sure.
after a long rest. But, like, I don't go downstairs by myself. So, like, well, even though I'm really hungry, I wait for someone in the party to wake up. And I kind of, like, just, like, continuously sort of, like, keep my door open so I can, like, pretend to open it. Like, as if I just happen to wake up as soon as they get up.
So,
Already. I've been there the entire night.
you've been where?
Downstairs. After wandering around.
Did you get a room or?
No.
Okay.
Why would I
So you're just hanging. That's fine. That's fine. I was just checking. So you don't have to worry about the 5 silver or anything like that. So yes, you're downstairs. Yeah. So as far as Malachi knows, I mean, you're in the room. Okay, let's just say anybody who's not just overtly like a late riser.
I would definitely be an early riser.
You're being an early riser? Okay, so Crane. You wake up, get whatever early morning ritual you want to do, get your clothes on, do whatever. You step outside, and as you step outside, you look over and you see Malachi kind of walk out at the same time.
Good morning.
I just you in the eyes and like, morning.
Talking of
Just really reluctant, like, didn't want to talk.
Yikes.
So,
Breakfast then.
Food's good.
I just started walking down the stairs.
I love this. All right, it's like I said, you go down to breakfast again. Much like the rooms, it's serviceable. It's nothing fancy. Gets the job done. You know, you got protein for the day to give you some fuel. So yeah, once everybody makes their way down, you can do as you please.
When do the shops open?
Shortly after daybreak. There's.
Wait, can we just picture like the 3 of us potentially sitting at a table and fucking and Crane and I are eating breakfast across from this person whose name I still don't know, who's not eating breakfast and staring at us, and he's not saying anything, and we're not saying anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the thing of note. As you guys go down, yes, the strange wrapped fellow is just there.
And I sit down and I'm just like, morning. Good morning. Just...
An awkward wave as he continues to stare at you.
So I'm gonna look over and be like, well, that's enough socialization.
Right. And as you all eat, Sildar comes down, feeling very refreshed, very cheery, and he talks to all of you. He's like, I see you're all awake. I'm going to head to the town master's hall. I'm looking for someone in the town. An old a comrade of mine named Iarno. So I'm gonna touch base with the town master, see what's going on, and I will meet up with you later. I will hopefully be able to secure payment. I am part of the Lord's Alliance, so I should be able to have a little bit of sway with the town master and scrounge up something for you. But until then, I guess we'll meet back here at some point or somewhere in town. It's not very big. It shouldn't be too hard to find you. You stand out a bit.
I noticed.
So, before he leaves, I'm just like, hang on.
Yes.
So, the people, they look a little tense. Something about the red brand?
I came right, like, I went right to sleep. I just didn't really walk around much. I'll keep an eye out or an ear out for it. Well, I maybe ask the town master. We'll see.
Any information you gather would be valuable. It doesn't
course.
seem like a good bunch.
I haven't heard of them. This is actually my first time in Phandelver. Like I said, my comrade went here earlier and went missing. You all haven't heard of Jarno Albrecht by any chance, have you?
Would I have?
No. Right. Long shot. Yes, I'll ask the town the town master, and we'll see. Right then, I'm sure you have things you have to get to. I will see you later today. Good morning to you all, and goodbye. And he walks on out. So, you are all now free to do whatever you like. Yes. So you know that there's the general store to deliver some goods. You have the other store that sells some sort of equipment of some sort that you happen to pick up the supplies for. There's the temple, and there's the townmaster hall that Sildar has gone to. There's the inn you're staying at, and you've heard a little bit about an orchard. You'd assume that's out there somewhere. It's whatever you guys like to do.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna turn to the party and I'm just be like, all right, I'm gonna go see if I can get rid of those treasures we cave, and I'm gonna start walking out the door towards. So when you get up to follow, I'm gonna turn and be like, I prefer to do my persuasion alone.
I just stare at you.
Okay.
That means don't follow me. It's really creepy.
Just kind of like look away for a second, then like look back, just like.
Okay.
A small nod.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn and start walking out the door again.
Right.
I just take a step. I take a step with you.
Like it's
I'm
your
gonna turn
shadow.
back, and I'm just like, okay.
And I'm kind of there
We-
too, because I don't
we
want to
have-
say it, but like the door's way too small for me to like get around you and go through it, so I'm just kind of having to wait. For
Yeah,
you to...
he kind of awkwardly stands there.
I'm just like, okay.
I'm just like, do you need me to define what don't follow means? Do you speak common?
Another small nod.
Okay. Please?
And I like just shuffle around him, like brush up against him, just like I just don't. I went out of this situation.
All right.
Just like, oh.
Like get out the door.
Like a
As you're
caged
walking out the
animal,
door, I
he just
follow you.
rushes through
I
people.
probably hit my head on the top of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you walk out, I follow you.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn
It'll
towards
be real awkward for you, but so I am going to the temple because I have nothing better to do as far as I can think of. So.
Okay. So you're gonna go to the temple.
Yeah.
All right. The others.
Wait a minute.
So we've got you've got the cart, which is outside of the inn. You've got Crane is going to the miners' exchange, and Ethan and Malachi are going to be heading over to the temple. Yarl and Moyer, what are you guys going?
So we still have the supplies to to deliver, right?
Mm-hmm. You do.
Yes. So it's-
We should probably get to that.
That's what Crane was doing.
yeah.
Oh, I think
Well,
I
no, he was going somewhere else.
He was-
No, I was going to sell the
Yeah,
loot.
He's gonna
Yeah.
go pawn some stuff.
yeah. I thought it sounded like the. Staff.
Yeah, he's gonna go pawn some
Yeah.
things.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't necessarily. I wouldn't necessarily go to the temple. I'd want to like deliver the goods if he's going
Okay.
to a different place.
So all of you guys will go to deliver
Yeah.
the goods then.
Sounds good.
Real quick. Okay, so Crane, you have the things that you're wanting to pawn off. You have the
3 gold teeth
Uh-huh.
and jade frog.
Okay. Just make sure I've got the. Yep, there's that, and there's. All right, perfect. And then, do you have the two potions of healing on you that you got from the chest? Did you guys ever decide who
Not
got
that.
those?
Oh, we didn't.
No.
Yeah.
So for now, they're still on you while you guys decide who gets
Okay.
them. All right, so we'll
Well,
start.
I'm not gonna sell those anyways, so.
We'll start. Well, no, but you know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
we'll start with the group going towards Barthen's provisions. So
That's our group.
yes, the one with the cart. So, you find your way over to the trading post. It's a fairly busy establishment. You'll see lots of the working folk coming in and out, buying supplies. As you work your way inside, you see a once again functional, not too fancy, but functional general store. You see supplies like backpacks, bedrolls, ropes, rations, and you don't see anything like weapons or armor or anything like that. But you know, like crowbars and the like.
Does anybody have the name of like what the supplies were, who they were for?
It's Barthen, the guy. Barthen is the one who
No,
runs
like
it.
the specific supplies that we were going to deliver.
It was you had a cart full of provisions.
Yeah,
Oh,
but we
well,
also
let's
found
see.
provisions for
Mhm.
lion shield cost.
The ones that you picked up are marked with an emblem of like a blue like lion's head.
Yeah, I think Sildar said he recognized them.
Yes, yes,
For-
those ones are marked.
Okay.
So as you walk in, you see a lean, balding human again, shopkeeper. He looks about 50 years or so. And as you enter, he looks up and smiles warmly. And says, "Oh yes, what can I do for you, folks?"
And I look back and forth too.
Hello.
Yes, yes. I don't believe I've seen you in town here before, but my name is Elmar Barthen. Pleased to meet you.
Well, my name's Moyer. That's
Moyer.
Yarrow.
Right,
And,
Yarrow.
Amon.
yeah, and
Malachi.
Malachi. Yeah.
Right, Malachi, you are a large one.
Yep,
Who's-
it's true.
Who's that strange fellow there in the back, wearing a mask and well, different from yours, but
Yeah. You
Oh,
can just,
we don't know his name.
you can
he
ignore
just-
him.
He follows us around.
oh,
Yeah.
right,
Come
right,
on.
sure.
Kind of like almost under my breath say Ethan.
Do I hear that? Wait, do I hear that?
You
'Cause
ever
I-
see it?
It's like pretty soft.
You guys you're up next to him. I'd say, yeah, you hear a very kind of soft, and then he's like, I'm sorry, my hearing's starting to go in my later years. What was that? I'm sorry. Right, a shy one. All right, don't hurt yourself.
Okay.
Don't hurt yourself. It's all right.
Don't hurt yourself.
All right. So I assume that you're here for something. What can I do for you?
Blank stare.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
we found these supplies.
Oh, are you the ones that were hired by Gundren to bring supplies?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, perfect, perfect. I assume you have the cart out front.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, I'll be right there. And so he finishes up with whatever customers, and he walks out front, looks at the cart, expects the good, make sure they're in good order. And as he kind of looks, he notices the other boxes. Oh, these aren't part of my shipment. Those look like they belong to Lenine over at the Lion Shield Costa. I'm gonna need the cart though. That was part of the agreement. If you want to drop those off with her first, and then come back over here, and then I'll take the cart off your hands.
How many crates are there?
Like,
Like for the Lion Shield.
For the Lion Shield, there's probably a dozen or so.
Oh shit! I can't carry a dozen crates.
No, yeah, you're probably gonna want to go unload, and then
Okay,
that's probably smart.
we'll be back.
Fair enough, man.
Yeah.
Sure thing. I'll see you soon.
Alright, we go over to the Lion
So
Shield.
so you go over to the Lion Shield Coster. Okay, let me pull that up real quick. But yes, the cart was part of what you were supposed to deliver.
On our way there, I'm gonna tag on Malachi's shirt from behind.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna pull up the now somewhat crumpled notice and be like,
Oh,
And he pulls up a piece of paper. You see basically
orcs?
yes, 500 gold
Yeah.
reward in a place called Wyvern Tor.
Wyvern what? I lost that.
Tor, Tor.
Wyvern Tor.
Mm-hmm. Apparently has some sort of orc problem.
Orc problem. Oh, this is interesting. Orcs are pretty nasty, though. Well, we might be able to help with that. We gotta figure out where this Cragma Castle.
Cragmaw Castle, yes.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe we can ask about that when we're asking about the orc job. Here, check this out, and I hand this to Yerl.
So I'm gonna take a look at it.
Mhm.
Oh, that'd be some nasty business going on. I'd be fine with letting her help if everyone else agrees to it.
How do you feel about killing orcs anyway?
I mean, if they're terrorizing people, they be terrorizing people. Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's something to do, but let's get these supplies turned in and then we can figure it out.
Sounds good.
Um,
Especially when Crane comes back.
so you move on, which yes, Crane will get to you soon. So as you move on to the next building, you come to what you assume is the Lion Shield Coster. It's a smaller building than the other one, but hanging above the front door of this modest trading post is a sign shaped like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it.
We've seen that before.
Yes.
I'm just of course we have.
It looks
Weirdest thing.
familiar.
So, as you walk in, you see a human woman, who you assume is this Lenine. And as you all walk in, she looks up, sees you all, and says, "Oh, hello there. What can I do for you today?"
We found some supplies with your marking on them.
Oh, you found my missing. I was supposed to get that shipment near a week ago. Perfect. I'll come out and check. And she walks out front, examines the goods. Says, "Oh, yeah, these are the ones. Oh, they must have been. Where did you find them?
In a cave full of goblins.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is goblins' work then. Oh.
They're all dead now.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not too shaken up about that. Right. Of course. Here, would you mind helping me bring them in?
Sure.
So you bring them all in. And she kind of stacks them up in like a back room. As you go back there, you notice she does have some weapons and some armor in those back rooms. Relatively basic stuff. As she comes back out, after you've set it all up, like, oh, here, let me pay you for this. You helped me out a great deal. And she gives you to split up as you please 50 gold.
Oh, thank you.
And if there's anything you need, just let me know. I don't sell weapons and armor to everyone. Some people are not so good for our town. But you all seem like fine folk, so I'd be happy to sell you if you should need anything.
Well, there's something actually. I'm not sure I could afford any wares currently, but do you know of a place called Cragmaw Castle?
Cragmaw Castle. I mean, I can't say I do. I'm sorry. It's not ringing a bell to me.
We have a feeling one of our employers might have been taken there, but I appreciate it.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well,
anyway, thank you.
Of course. So, like I said, you guys have 50 gold to give to whoever. Split between you, however. Brevity's sake,
Like we can pool all of it for the end of once we all meet back.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure. So you make your way back to Barthen. You give him the cart and all that. He's extremely grateful for everything that you guys have done for him. And then he asks, pardon me, where is Gundren?
Well, he was taken by goblins.
Oh no, that won't do at all. Gundren was... Well, he was going to breathe new life into this town. He was always such a solid fellow. Sorry to hear that. If you guys...
Try and find him.
I would greatly appreciate you do. He's worth finding.
We do know he was taken to a place called Cragmaw Castle. Have you heard of it, perchance?
Cragmaw Castle. I can't say I do know. I have a funny feeling, though. So I don't know if you folk know or not, but there's a group that's coming to town recently. Go by the name of the Red Brands. A bunch of bandits and thugs that are really just shaking down all the fine folk here. Stealing, we're calling it protection money, but we all know what it is. I would not be surprised if they somehow had something to do with it. A lot of them tend to hang out over at the Sleeping Giant Tap House. I think I saw a group of them over there earlier today. Now, I'm not saying that you guys should go and cause a ruckus of any sort, but the information is there, and you may do with it as you please. You never heard this from me.
Well, we were gonna think about taking care of the orc problem too. I saw this posting.
Yeah, I think I saw that on the Town Master's Hall.
We're not really looking to start trouble. I don't like getting involved with humans.
Oh, that's unfortunate. They've been quite a thorn in our side. Although I will say, they might know something about this Cragmaw Castle. I can't guarantee it though. I'm just kind of.
Well, if they're a problem, we'll keep our eyes out.
I appreciate that. You've done plenty for me already. Let me know if I can set you up with any supplies you may need. Rations, rope. You don't look much like miners, but if you need mining supplies, I can supply you that as well. So,
How much are their protection fees, typically?
To be honest, it's not like they have a regular rate. It's mostly just whatever we happen to have in our pockets at the time. Most of us don't travel with much coin on us. Maybe a silver or two to kind of placate them, but I try not to travel with too much money. I'd watch out for them if I were you.
Guess who's traveling with a bunch of money?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So you finished up there.
Should
Sorry.
we find Crane for the group?
Right. Yes. So while you guys are finishing up there, I'll go jump over to Crane real quick to have him finish up, and we'll see where everybody's at. So, Crane, you make your way on over to this miners' exchange. You kind of gather that it's the general place where the prospectors in the area bring their goods to be weighed and valued and appraised. As you walk in, you see a human woman, tall, lean, kind of brunette hair, and she's fairly young. You guess, probably like late 20s or something, but still fairly young. And as you walk in, her eyes kind of whip over to you and kind of eyes you with a little bit of suspicion. She goes, I haven't seen you in here before.
Yeah, I just came into town. Yesterday, in fact.
Don't get too many newcomers in here. What you looking for?
I can't blame people for not coming here. Well...
Shots fired.
I have some items I'd like to get off my hands. And, I heard that you may have information.
And as you mention information, her eyes kind of narrow a little bit. And she kind of, once again, eyes you up and down. Kind of says, I have a few contacts, yes. I know a couple people. First off, let's get the upfront business out of the way. What do you have for me?
I got 3 gold teeth pulled from a bugbear, and I got...
And you give her you cut out again, but I assume the statue is the statuette.
Yeah.
Okay. She kind of eyes him up and down. And as she's taking a look at him, she looks over at you and like, so you mentioned contacts. Do you have any of your own? I happen to know a very good coin collector.
I do as well, and I'll flash out of my pocket.
The coin? Okay.
Yeah.
Pull out, shoulder like, see, I had a feeling about you. Very well. Now we can talk a bit more openly. All right, so, for all of this, given your alliances, and we're all business partners here, I can give you the gold teeth, honestly. I mean, you can melt them down, it's about a gold a piece. I mean, there's not
I didn't expect much anyways.
There's not a whole lot I could do about that. Now that statuette's a little bit more interesting. Tell you what, I'll give you 40 gold.
That sounds reasonable, as long as that comes with information.
What information are you looking for?
I've heard about the red brand.
Yeah. Bunch of thugs, think they're hot shit.
Nothing too special, I gather.
I mean, there's enough of them that cause a problem around here. Let me check real quick. So I know a lot of them tend to hang around the Sleeping Giant Tap, which is an old rundown place. But really, the interesting thing that you probably want to look into is have you seen that broken down manor, east of town?
Yeah.
As you were coming in, right? So, and she kind of looks around real quick, to make sure nobody's nearby, and it kind of leans in close, and she's like, "Now, from what I hear, they have a base underneath said manor. Now,
Underneath.
yeah, I've heard that the red brand leader is some fellow by the name of Glassstaff. Tell you what, if you can do me a favor, there might be a little bit of gold in for it for you. So,
I'm all for favors if they involve being paid.
I figured you would. And basically says that if you can go and deal, whatever that means to you, go and deal with this leader, I could probably pay you and whoever else helps you out 100 gold to split between you.
That seems reasonable for a dead man.
I like you. You look like somebody who can get work done. And I hope to do business with you again.
I'm not unfamiliar with their shakedown business anyways. Don't really get too much coin from it at a farmer.
Yeah, but bandits. They've extorted a lot of money. You might be able to find something underneath their where their base is.
And now I'm interested. So I give her the items.
And she hands you your 43 gold in total, and there you are. Right. So is there anything else you wanted to do?
Nope. I'm gonna take my leave and all right, I'll be back with.
Okay. So, and she kind of smiles warmly, just looking forward to it. And as you leave, you go to find your group. Okay. So, back to the main group, leaving Barthen's Provisions. As you all walk outside, you see your buddy Crane come find you, and you meet up again.
Okay, so I'm gonna start my. I got some information on the Red Brand and a couple pieces of coin.
We have some money as well, and we found actually, Ethan here, and I point to Ethan. His name's Ethan. Found a posting asking for us to deal with some orcs, so that's an option.
Will we
But
get paid?
does it say so on the sheet?
500 gold.
500 gold, yeah.
Well, as long as I'm paid,
I feel like
I'm down for it.
based on things that they told us, we probably shouldn't be like flashing money out here.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like-
yeah,
go back to the inn and
got some information on the Red Brand, but we should speak in private as I look around.
Okay. So you guys are heading back to the inn then?
just split up our funds.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright, so based on what we were paid for the supplies, it's 10 gold apiece, and I kind of like put that bag on the table in the inn.
All right, so you're on your way. You're on your way back.
Okay, yeah.
So right, you're on your way back. You're walking through. As you're walking back, as you head back to the street, you see 4 armed ruffians waiting for you. All of them are human, wearing grimy red cloaks, and their hands are on their weapons as they watch you. One of the ruffians spits on the ground and says, "It's time for you to move on, strangers. Give us your stuff and be on your way."
I'm going to unsheath my weapons and say, "Well, Red Brand."
And they kind of just like, "So you do know about us?"
I know about you and a whole lot more.
Thorn. So you've just come into town this not too long ago. You've been walking through town trying to feel it out. You've been asking a little bit of questions around. You've gotten a general gist of this bandit group that you've been looking for, Red Brand. You have access to that information. You know about the shakedowns. You know about all of that. As you're walking around, you see this little bit of a confrontation starting to brew in the streets a little bit. You see a group of 4 red-cloaked, kind of rough and tumble looking types, and you see one of the strangest groups that you have possibly ever seen in your life. The one taking that you kind of naturally notice first is Malachi. Are you like 7 feet tall? Was it?
I'm 7 feet tall, yeah.
Okay, so you see this Goliath, this just massive 7 foot, sweating profusely. He looks very uncomfortable. You see a small halfling next to him, kind of seems to be a lively type, social. You see a very strange, lanky, kind of pale. Was it pale blue?
Pale blue.
Yeah, kind of pale blue You're not entirely sure what he is. He's got a mask on and colorful feathers. He carries this kind of sensor thing around that streams like fragrant smoke out of it. You see another type, a human, kind of your blonde, blue-eyed. This is the one that has his sword drawn. Looks like again this fight's getting ready to go down. And then you see something strange, a cloaked figure wrapped
Super creepy.
like from head to toe. You can't see any of his actual flesh. He's got, again, a mask. I mean, a very strange looking odd fellow. And yes, and you see them kind of squaring up with this group. So you're off on the side, and then the thug that was talking to you, Crane, says, "Now listen, you don't know what you're getting into. And it's not just the four of us. We are stationed all over Phandelver. Now, trust me, I'm giving you the good end of the deal here. Leave your stuff and go."
I don't.
So
I step forward. And I'm like, I've never had a human try and steal from me, but you should probably leave. Trust me, you don't want any trouble.
I'm
Roll.
gonna step up in front of the group, and I'm just gonna stand in front of them and be like, "No, let's not play this game today."
So
Take my great sword out.
this would be
Kind of stand there.
this would be a good time to describe your character.
All right. So my character is Thorn, an elf fighter. He is. Oh, well, hello. He is an elf fighter. He is a couple inches above 5 feet tall, but he is probably the most muscled out meathead of an elf you have ever seen. Is the best way to describe him. He's in chainmail. You know, he's got silver hair. He looks a lot older than he is, and so at this point, he's pretty much just holding a greatsword out to the side, just like kind of showing off that, yeah, I will cut you in half.
So as you show up, the one who's kind of talking with his group kind of looks over and is like, "Who the fuck are you?"
My name's Thorn. You haven't heard of me yet.
No. What? Do you even know what you're getting into?
Do you?
Fucking hell! And then,
Gotcha.
and then
Gotcha, bitch.
they all draw their weapons, and it's like, all right, I try to do this the civilized way. Roll for initiative. No one's surprised. You all knew this fight was coming.
Oh.
All right, we finally get a.
Stellar initiative rolls
There's a
continue.
I
reason
actually nat 20
I
on it.
play.
You what? You
Alright.
nat 20 as well?
Tyler doesn't
I
go
know.
first. Oh my god.
There's a reason I play Dex.
I'm proud of you, Tyler. I'm proud of you for
You
branching
do
out.
Fucking damage in one.
All
turn.
right, so let us.
Don't worry, that's what the one shot's for.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look here. All right, top of the order, we have 2 natural 20s. My goodness. Ethan, do you have a bonus, or is it just +0?
Huh?
So-
Plus one.
+1, so you're at 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Above.
Because, yeah. Okay, so first up we'll have
It'll be a short fight.
Crane, and we'll have Ural. All right, so you guys will be going first. Next up we'll have Ethan. Oh, sorry, yeah, you did write 21. My bad, I didn't see that. We have Ethan. Next up, Thorn. What did you rolled 12? Okay, sorry. Okay. So we'll have and then right brands 1, 2, 4, and then we'll have Thorn, and then we'll have Malachi and Moyer rolling phenomenally at that 5.
I mean, when you got a -1, it's kind of.
I know your pain. I know your pain. All right. So, first up, we have Crane and Yarol. Feel free to order this however you want. Like I said, there are 4 of these guys. And as this fight starts to go down in the middle of the middle of the street, the nearby townsfolk kind of like give you a wide berth, but they are all watching very intently. So, you two are up first.
So there's, as far as I can see,
As far as you can see, what?
there's only 4 of them. Like
Yes.
4 enemies.
Like I said, they've got kind of these dingy, grimy red cloaks. The weapons they all pull out, they have short swords that they pull out, and they're all wearing like studded leather armor.
Uh-huh. I kind of don't want to just sprint it because that's how I get fucking by 4 enemies.
So,
I am going to move back. This may startle people. However, I am going to cast Eldritch Blast.
okay. I'm gonna say that from the start of this fight, there's no like map for it or anything. It's a pretty simple fight. I'm gonna say you guys are probably about 10 feet away or so. Yarol, you can move back your 30 feet if you'd like. If you want to go all the way back, kind of down the
I don't know, like 10 feet back.
Okay. And then you're gonna go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, so I'm going to go up. My dagger and short
Let's do
sword.
Yarol's real quick.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Probably a miss again. Let me just find my bonus to hit for it. That is a solid 12.
That does miss. Okay, so you go
What
and
a surprise!
you launch this blast of energy at the ruffian, and he kind of like he like leaps out of the way, so it doesn't hit, but he's very startled. He wasn't expecting some sort of strange like magic be thrown at him, and he's just kind of got like this wide look in his eye, like, oh no. One of them
God is not welcome.
One of
the
them-
wrong party.
Yeah, he's kind of being during the exchange. He was very quiet, and he was kind of like, you kind of see him doing the math in his head, like, I don't know if this is a good
6 of us
idea.
and 4 of them. We're in
But
chainmail?
but the one up in front was very emphatic about this fight, so he's kind of like, oh, I don't know, Chief. So,
Despicable kind is not welcome here.
all right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Crane, go ahead.
So I rolled a 20 and a 12. 12 doesn't hit. 20 was my short sword.
So you're just gonna walk up to the one closest to you, which would probably be the guy who's been talking mad crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I 8 piercing damage, and I'm gonna shout, like, you should have run when you had the chance.
Okay. I'm gonna do. Alrighty. So you did how much damage again?
8.
8 damage with your short sword. Okay.
And then I'm going to wait. No, I'm not. I'm not swashbuckler yet. Damn it. So never mind. Continue.
Feels bad.
Alrighty then. So you run up, you slash your dagger at him. He manages to duck it real quick. Gets like this smug look on his face, and right as he does, you take your short sword and you just jam it into his leg. Blood splatters kind of onto the ground. He kind of like grits his teeth a little bit. It's like, "Argh!" And yeah, he's not too happy about that. All right, next up, Ethan.
So the main one was doing the talking is still alive, correct?
Yes, he is. He is
He's
definitely hurt, and yeah,
Okay.
but
I'm going to try to chill touch, but when the hand appears, it's in front of him, like in front of his face, and
Okay.
it's going to attempt to grab like his mouth.
okay. Go ahead and roll.
That's 15.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Um, 4 necrotic.
4 necrotic damage. All right. So this strange spectral hand appears in front of him, and reaches out for him, and he's just like, "What the f?" And then it just like grasps him by the face, and you just kind of hear this muffled like as life begins to drain out of him. Thorn, this is a very strange sight for you. You just see kind of this spectral hand appear and just suck the life out of this guy as his veins start to turn black almost as like this strange necrotic energy flows through him. Yeah. Up next is the the guy who's been getting wrecked. All right. So the hand doesn't like inhibit his movement at all, right?
No.
Okay. So he's just got like he's got a bit of a whiplash going on. But that confident look has just kind of turned into like this animalistic, just like desperation, as he is just going to slash wildly at the person right in front of him, which would be Crane. So first, is a 21 to hit. All right, and then the second attack is a 14.
Fuck. Yeah.
The 14 hits.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, first attack does... Oh, wait, it's the wrong dice. First attack does... Well, that was the right one. 3 damage.
Okay.
And then the second one does 6 damage. 7 damage.
Ow.
7, so that's 10 total. So the first strike, he just kind of wildly whips it up, and it just kind of barely like grazes your front, and then he comes back down and just catches you right in the shoulder. And that's gonna be his turn. Yeah, that's all he can really do right now. Next up, the other 3 ruffians all rolled the same initiative, so they're all going now. One of them is, let's see, Ethan, you didn't really move away from the group, did you?
No, he's in the back.
So,
I stepped forward in front of everyone, so like if they haven't run past me, then they're behind me.
okay. Right. So one of them will go ahead and take a couple attacks at Malachi. One of them is going to try to loop around and hit Ethan. And then the other one is going to the quiet one who's kind of like not so sure about this. He's gonna try to take down the big guy again because he's that's the one he's worried about. All right, so first attack.
So, wait, 2 are on me?
Yes.
Okay.
So first attack. Actually, Thorn's there too.
Wait, where's Thorn? I was about to say, like,
So yeah, Thorn's right in the middle of it too. Yeah, he's gonna go for Thorn. He's gonna go for Thorn. First attack on. Let's see. The first one was gonna be onto Malachi. That is a 9 to hit. I don't think that hits.
The negative.
Next one's a 19.
That hits.
Okay, so he'll take a slash at you. 6 points of slashing damage or piercing damage.
Okay. So my god is not happy with someone striking me, so he's gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity save. He unnatural 20'd it.
Okay, well he passes. passes. He
Okay.
dodges the kind of like thunderous like reverberation from him hitting me.
Okay. So he manages to kind of roll as this unexpected blast of just pure sound. And once again, like totally caught off guard by this. And as this happens, he's like, boss? And next up is the attacks against, we'll just say Ethan. That is a 23 to hit. Which I'm pretty sure hits. And a 22. I am so sorry. So we'll roll for that. That is 10 points of piercing damage to the wizard, who hopefully can hear me.
Fuck.
Yeah, those were some good rolls to hit, for sure.
A little bit.
And then one more, going to attack Thorn. First attack, Thorn, 17.
That'll hit.
Alright, next up. A 6. I don't think that hits.
Connor, you took 10 damage.
Not a hit.
What?
You took 10
took
points
10
of piercing damage as this guy carves into you. Yeah. And then Thorn, Thorn, you take 8 points of piercing damage. He rolled a 6 on his d6. So, 8 points. Right,
These
next
are some
up, Thorn, it
ouchie
is
bandits.
your go. So
All right,
you've
guys.
inserted yourself into this fight, and for better or for worse, you're a part of it now.
The guy who just slashed at me is going to take a greatsword to the head. So
Hopefully.
hopefully not. That's a 9.
9 does not hit. So as you come down,
Nope.
just right by him, and he manages to kind of pivot a little bit as the.
My depth perception's bad.
Is there anything else you wanted to do?
That is pretty much all I can do right now.
Okay. Next up, we have Moyer and Malachi.
Go ahead, Meyer.
Okay. How close are to attacking Malachi and
From you?
yeah, or
They're
no, like from each other?
From each other? Like,
Yeah.
probably. So there's one attacking Malachi and one attacking Thorn, is what you were asking?
Yeah.
They're both up at the front, so I'm going to say they're like right next to each other, like 5 feet.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna take out my quarterstaff and coat it in a flame, and then run.
You're
You know
cutting
what?
out.
You cut out.
I'm gonna take out my quarterstaff
Mhm.
and like kind of run my hand over it and coat it with a green flame, and then run under Malachi and strike the person hitting him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh,
And this is on.
It's probably a dead bandit.
Who was attacking? I see that was one attacking Crane. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be brutal. All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
okay. That bandit I hit takes 14. And then
Jeez.
person next to him, does the spell Green Flame Blade double as well?
Whatever dice you rolled gets doubled.
Well, it's not a dice; it's just straight damage.
Read the spell to me.
Okay. As part of the action, use cat. A hit. The target suffers the attacks normal effects, and the green flyer leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice. You can see 5 feet. The second creature takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting ability. Fire.
It's equal to the modifier. Then no,
Yeah.
that damage should just be the flat.
Okay, that's just 4.
4 damage
Got
to
it.
him. All
It's
right.
4. Yeah.
So, Moyer just kind of slides in between the Goliath's legs, jabs up, catches this guy right in the throat, and this green flame blasts from him and hits the red brand next to him. The one that he originally hit, barely standing, and now all 3 of the red brands are pretty startled, like kind of like, oh, I don't know about this, whereas the leader just kind of looks like this kind of crazy caged animal. Next is Malachi, unless you had something else you wanted to do, Moyer.
No, that's it.
So he's
Alright.
that guy you hit is standing, but barely. Actually, the guy
I'll
that
walk
you,
over.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it's all good.
I'm gonna walk over to the one that went after Ethan, and I'm gonna attempt to grapple him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
20, unnatural.
20. He rolled he rolled in acrobatics. He rolled a 19. So you successfully just wrap around this guy and just
No. I grab him by the neck with my right hand and lift him up, and I'm just like, "Hi." Basically,
And-
just like,
yeah.
"Hi."
And he's just kind of like, what? And then yeah, he's like having a hard time breathing, like.
I'd rather you not hit my companion here. We're gonna take a walk. We walk back over, like, away from Ethan. Just like, him and I are gonna have our own little conversation on the side.
Okay.
Basically.
You can move half your movement, so you can probably drag him like 15 feet away or so.
As you lift him up, you just hear just like a.
As you're walking away, the one that was originally attacking you will get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
Which is like a 14, which I don't think hits you.
doesn't hit.
All right, so as it's the guy who just kind of like got blasted, like not the one who got hit directly, but the one who got blasted with that little offshoot of green flame, and he like barely notices you as you leave, and like as he goes to slash, it's too late. So, right, next up, back to the top of the order, we have Crane and Yarl. You've got the leader, who still has the spectral hand on him, not looking so good. You have the guy who just
stab
got
him.
jabbed. That's even worse. Yeah, go ahead.
18 and 11.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage. That 18 for sure hits.
9 damage.
Okay, he's done. How would you like to kill
Thank
him?
God.
This pompous
just-
leader who thought he was all that.
I just like grab him by the shoulder, heads off, like fucking gone.
Head roll, yeah, just shoot right across.
Crane
It's
no
clean.
happy that sword went inside.
Yeah, it's clean though. It's a clean cut straight across, and just as the head kind of rolls to a stop, and his body just flops. Yarl, well done by the way. Yarl, you're up next.
I get to add another kill. Hang on.
Freaking A, dude.
1 human. Okay.
Yarl, you're up. We're gonna psychopath.
Much to the distrust probably of Crane, he has now killed more humans than I have. So there you go.
So you've got one that's barely standing, one that's been hit a little bit, and then one that is being grappled by your giant Goliath friend and being dragged off or hoisted off.
I'm like holding him like a rag doll. Like, no, you're not gonna participate in this fight.
Come with
Yeah, it's
me.
just- nah. It's like swinging
I-
at me with his sword, and I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
I suppose I will cast Eldritch Blast at the one that got hit by Green Flame Blade.
That took the brunt of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
So,
no, like the offshoot, like the one that's.
so the one that looks a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Wow, I might have actually hit this one. 23?
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
2. I lied. It's 22.
That still hits. Roll your damage.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh.
I deceived you, my bad. Let's see, 7 force damage.
7 force damage. All right.
Yes.
So, and a victorious moment where you're just super frustrated because, man, you've had a bad stretch of luck. Once again, you summon this energy and you just unleash it. Catches him right in the chest. Solid hit. And a little, like, leaving a little small indent in the armor. And you see a little bit of blood seeping behind it. You said 7 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. And he doesn't look too happy about his situation. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Alrighty. Next up, we have Ethan.
So there's the one that's hurt pretty bad. Another
Yeah.
next to him, and then
one that's barely standing. The one that you put the hand on is dead. He's decapitated. So one barely standing, one doesn't look much better, and then one that's being detained.
Manhandled.
Yeah.
Detained.
All right. So the one that took the swipe at Malachi,
Mm-hmm.
I give him an angrily stare, and yeah, I'm just gonna form this like almost blue energy inside my hand, and numbing frost starts to body. He needs to make a con save.
Okay. Constitution saving throw as this some sort of frost magic. How's about an 11?
No.
Okay. He does not succeed.
And he takes 5 cold damage.
5 cold damage, and that was the one that slashed at Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
If he's not dead.
He's dead.
Okay.
He is dead.
Yeah, you just see the frost take over his body, chilling it instantly.
So his skin kind of goes like this sickly white as he just like falls with kind of like a very solid like thump. Right. All right, another one down. Very nicely done. Next up okay, are the red brands. 2 of them are dead. All right.
I'm
So-
ready with my athletics check.
You what?
Ready with my athletics check.
Yeah, so the one grappled by you is going to try to break out, and as he's choking around, he's like, "What? Go off me!" And he's gonna attempt.
I rolled another unnatural 20.
Well, he rolled an 11, so as struggle as he might, he ain't going nowhere. All right, and then the other one, who this is the one that's barely standing. He's like delirious. He can barely see straight, and he's just kind of gonna haphazardly just hack away at Moyer, who's the one who just nearly one-shot him. First attack is a 16.
That hits.
Second attack also a 16.
Yeah.
You take. Oh God. Holy crap. You take 15. You rolled a 6 and a 5. So 11, and then plus 2 to both, so plus 4. 15 points of piercing damage. As this man on his, who's looking death in the eye, is just swinging for his life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you up?
Yeah.
All right.
Were you up? Have you not been hit yet?
No, I haven't been in yet. That's my first hit.
Yeah, no, that's the first time. He's been
Yeah.
largely, he kind of blends in the group. He's kind of small. Until he jabs a flaming staff into some guy's throat. They take notice then.
That's a funny thing you just did. He's largely unnoticed, and he's...
Got him.
Shoot me now. Alright, Thorn!
I'm gonna take a swing at the one who just attacked the halfling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
That is a 19.
Alright. I don't think you can roll below 2 damage. I don't think that's possible.
Let's see how effective. Oh Jesus Christ! That is a 13.
13 points of damage?
Yep, 13 slashing damage. I want to take his head off.
Oh, and you do. This time not quite as clean, but the force of the blow sends his head off, and then you kind of hear off to the distance go boof, oh, as it hits one of the spectators, and there's kind of this.
Used all of my anger from that first miss.
Yeah, as this startle, you kind of look over, and they're kind of this old farmer type who's just like in shock as like there's kind of like this fresh blood stain on his tunic. He's like, what? Yeah, he did. So now the final one is in the grasp of your Goliath friend. At this point, he is not interested in fighting.
That's
so
good, because him and I are going to have a conversation.
yeah, he stops fighting you. He has just like, okay, just, I'll, whatever you want to know, whatever, just don't kill me, just don't kill me.
No, it's okay. I just have some questions for you.
Oh,
Yeah. So, would you happen
Francis
to know...
was a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he was. It's true. It's true.
While this is going on, I would like to loot.
All right,
Yeah, I want to loot the decapitated dude.
okay.
Which one?
On
Decapitated guy.
yeah, which one? Good freaking question. All right. On each of them, you find short swords. You find studded leather armor. Especially the ones that have been decapitated. You can salvage their armor. That's just fine. I'm gonna say
one of the short swords.
that's fine. Between the three of them, you find probably about 5 pieces of gold between all of them.
Poor pieces of
You
shit.
have a single gold piece.
So as you pull all of this stuff off of them, the one the one who's panicking in Malachi's grasp is like hyperventilating. He's like, okay,
Yeah. Okay, so I need you to tell me...
yeah,
I'll
I'll tell you anything.
Castle.
Craig,
You know where that is?
and let me just take a quick little peek. Okay. He's like, hang on. Let me think. No.
Are you sure?
I am. Trust me. I am positive. But you know who might know. There's Glassstaff. Glassstaff. He might know. He might.
So when I hear that name, I perk up. I'm like, yeah, I heard about him from my little venture. He's a leader of your ragtag group, right?
Yeah. He's the bigwig. He would know. He would
Where
know.
can we find Glassstaff?
Underneath the manor. That we...
And he kind of looks over at you, and he's like,
Listen, we all know that you're not going to go back to your little organization. Okay, there's way too much shame in that.
"Oh, yeah,
So you can just tell us everything.
Okay. Right. So, oh
Can I
boy.
try and intimidate him into telling us just everything?
He is so intimidating.
I'm
right
gonna
now.
say, don't bother. You're already there. Anything you ask of him, and anybody with even the mildest bit of insight could tell you. Like, he will tell you whatever he knows. At this point, he
I
doesn't.
just stand there and be like flexing my muscles,
Yeah.
trying to
Oh,
intimidate him a little bit more.
Yeah. Very impressive. Very impressive. Right. So, Glassstaff, yes, underneath the manor, which apparently you already knew.
Yeah, how do we get in?
Right. So at the manor, there's if you go around the back, there's like a cellar door on the outside. It's got like an old rickety lock on it, and you look pretty. You feel pretty strong. You'll probably be able to get through it just fine.
Yeah, and what kind of traps are on that cellar door?
There's no traps on the door. No. Right. Inside, there's a pitfall somewhere in there.
Oh fuck.
In a hallway. You keep an eye that some of the stone will look a little off, if you will. Just kind of look for odd seams in. There's only one, really. Pretty soon after you enter the manor.
Oh, well, thank you. That's been helpful. Okay,
right.
so here's what I'm gonna do.
And
Go ahead.
you should
Yep.
probably know. Speaking of the base and all of that. There's this strange hideous, ugly, like, I don't know what it is. Some sort of, like, eye monster. He's got, like, one big eye. I don't go anywhere near that thing. He's freaky. Watch out for him.
That sounds like good advice.
Yeah. Let's see. What else can I tell you? Right. So there's some captives. There's a few of the townsfolk being held in there, guarded by skeletons. Glassstaff's probably somewhere in there. His quarters are kind of like in the back, in the corner. I don't want to die.
Oh no, don't worry. You'll be fine.
Actually, after hearing that, instantly pull out a dagger, put it to his throat, and I'm like,
Are you sure?
do you know her?
What? Who?
Do you know her?
Who is her? There's a lot of hers in this world. You are extremely scary. What is happening? Who? If you give me a description, I could probably let you know.
There's no way you work for her. You're too weak.
Very weak. Yes. Very weak. Very unthreatening.
Full of pee. Pants full of piss.
Yup.
Okay.
There's a strange odor coming from him.
Listen, I'm gonna put you down now.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Like, really torn.
Put him down. And I'm like, okay, pants, please.
Pants?
I have a big shit-eating smile on my face. Pants.
Okay.
Yep.
And he kind of just drops his sword onto the ground. Just kind of leaves it there.
Yep.
And kind of looks around, and as he's looking around at the townsfolk who have been kind of terrorized by this bud, so they're like, yeah, humiliate him. I remember that guy. He's a dick. So he starts to take off, like, okay. And he takes them off, kind of hands them over to you. You take them. They're kind of heavy. They're kind of dripping a bit.
No, I kind of like carry him like arm's length away from like the dry part, and I'm like, okay, you're not gonna be a problem for any of these villagers ever again, are you?
They will
I want his robe.
never see me again, ever.
Oh God.
What'd you say, Thorn?
Robe.
You want his robe? Like his
want his
his
robe.
tunic?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to disguise myself.
He's
Oh yeah, like the
the cloak.
Cloaks.
Yeah, the cloak.
That's
The
fine.
red
Oh,
cloaks thing
yeah,
that they all wear.
yeah.
I want one.
You can have it. All yours. I won't be needing this anymore. I thought this was a bad idea, but apparently Glassstaff got hired by somebody called the Black Spider. I don't know who that is.
Would I know who that is?
It's a bad idea from.
No, you wouldn't. It wouldn't ring a bell.
Okay.
But I don't know who it is. Which is somebody who hired our leader. Sent him a few extra bugbears. Oh, did I mention there were bugbears? There are bugbears. Kind of extra muscle. That's all I know.
All right, well, if we ever see you bothering any of these townsfolk
Whoa.
again,
Nope.
you're gonna end up like one of your friends here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Nope.
gonna point at the severed head over by the farmer.
Yep, I saw that. I'm trying not to see that again. And oh God, is he frozen? Oh, can I go?
Yep, definitely frozen.
Oh,
I'm done with you. So and I turn back to the group. I'm like, everybody else done?
I'll come and say,
I
gold?
walked away, and I am now pacing.
so the strange wrapped fellow who hasn't really said a whole lot before today.
Except for who is she?
Yeah.
Do you work for
And
her?
with an unexpected kind of burst of emotion is kind of pacing off to the side there. Crane, what did you say?
I said, gold, please.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. And he kind of hands it to you, and it's like a couple gold pieces. It's not much.
I am perfectly okay.
Yeah. So you get like 2 gold.
We're up to 50 in my little pool.
Yeah. So you get 2 gold, and he's just
Okay.
kind of like, so,
Back to the inn then?
could I?
Back to the inn.
Okay.
Yes?
I don't have anything now. Do you have any food or anything? Just to get me on my way.
I'm gonna look at him dead in the eyes. I'm like,
You're
I'm
right.
staring at him.
You are so right. I am leaving, never to be seen again. Thank you, kind gentlemen. Goodbye.
I hand him I hand him over my 1 day of rations.
Oh,
Like,
Oh.
you need this clearly more than me.
oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I will treasure it always. Doesn't make sense. Okay, bye. And he kind of like starts to like kind of just shuffle off just to make sure he's like not needed anymore. And then as he gets further away, he starts to like turn around and just sprint off out of town.
Alright, I
so-
toss
That went well.
I find a trash receptacle for those pants. I just,
Just yeah, you find somewhere like there's like an some nearby farmhouse has like a little like fire outside or something like that where they're like cooking some stuff and you just kind of toss it
Oh,
on.
roasted piss, my favorite.
Yeah. So as this all kind of concludes, the townsfolk gathered around you. There's just kind of like a pause, like a shocked pause, and then woo! Like they just start like flipping. There's clapping. There's cheering. The nearby townspeople are very, very pleased with you. A few of them
start like theatrically bowing.
Yeah.
And, like, hold up
a few of them run up to all of you, and they're like, oh, thank you so much. You've done. Oh, nobody's ever stood up to them before. Thank you. And then like you got some going up to Malachi. And say, how do you get that big?
I just want to note, this is probably the first time I've ever been congratulated.
You cut out.
Lost all of
You
that.
cut out after congratulated.
I said, this is probably the first time someone's been happy that, like,
Happy
this is
that.
a very new experience.
Yeah, we get the idea. The cutting out is just perfectly timed. We get the idea. So yeah, maybe a little uncomfortable with all of this, but yeah, they're pleasantly they're like very warm to you. They're like some of them are like, what's your name? My name's Timothy. This is my wife Sarah, and then like just stuff you don't care about.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, and you kind of like,
Immediately.
okay, thank you. We appreciate you. You're a good person.
I laugh at that.
So, yeah. You all, it kind of starts to calm down. The people kind of tend to go their other way.
I'm going back to the inn.
Ethan is still, I take it, kind of pacing, obviously a little perturbed at whatever the F just happened. None of you are really sure what that was all about.
I kind of want to
I'm
like.
thinking progress. I found out what his name was, and I heard him speak.
Yeah, I mean, this is more than you've gotten out of him in probably the last, like, 4 or 5 days.
It's fair.
I wanna-
Actually, I want to go back to, oh god, Halia,
Mm-hmm.
to ask her about the black spider.
Divided by...
See, I introduced myself to Thorn. And, like, the first thing I say to him, I'm like, that's a nice sword.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Game
it
on.
is.
That's all.
That's a nice sword you got there, mate.
but yes, as you
I stood.
eye this,
I've
as-
never seen an elf before, so I'm just like, your ears are so pointy.
Okay. Thank
Um,
you? Question mark.
Are all of you this big? And I'm just like, like tapping you on the shoulders, like, like, oh, this big?
No. No. Most of them cannot, rip a person in half just for funsies.
Oh.
I try not to do that for fun, but I hear what you're saying. Anyway, what brings you to town?
I'm hunting bandits.
Oh, like those guys.
Maybe not exactly those guys, but at this point I'm just hunting bandits. And they just happen to be bandits.
Oh well, I imagine we're gonna get some attention from them. So if you want to hang with us for a while, you're welcome to it.
I would love to. You guys are fun. You made it a
Or
lot
something.
easier to deal with them.
We're something.
I mean, all I had to do was walk into town. You guys were already starting the fight, so I'm like, all right, sweet.
Well, they started the fight. I want the record to show that. Anyway,
I escalated the situation.
my name is Malachi. This is Yerl, and I point to the bluish. I don't know what race he is.
The tall,
The
lanky,
bluish thing.
mask-wearing
Lanky one.
fellow.
Amon, thanks for the assistance.
Moyer, and I point to the halfling.
Welcome to the party.
Ethan, we think, and I point to the robed figure.
He's kind of off in the distance, doing whatever.
I was gonna say I want to walk over with like my broadsword and just like try and peek his hood up a little bit.
Ooh, that's.
Wait,
He's kind of trying to look
No,
underneath
I'm
the
Crane's
hood.
the edgy
I
one.
don't know what he is.
ah,
I
Ethan,
can knock his hood off.
What a great
this
first reaction.
this meaty elf walks over and tries to kind of like peek underneath your hood to kind of get a look at you.
yeah, okay. So it's kind of like, how do I describe it? Like if anyone ever has like something in your face, like I instantly just slap it away. I'm just like, do not test me.
That's like 3 times as much talking as he did last.
So as
Apparently, since I've showed up, we've gotten more talk out of him. So
as he kind of looks up and glares at you, you see the mask, and from behind the mask, you can see a little bit of strange green light coming from where the eyes would be.
oh, fabulous.
and
I'm just
also,
like,
as he
we try not
talks,
to mess with him.
as he talks,
Why not?
he sounds like a young, maybe not quite boy, but not quite like he's young. But his voice has kind of this strange, like, hollowness to it. Like the acoustics on it don't sound right. Almost as if he was like speaking in a cave or something like that. It's strange.
Speaking down a hallway.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, we have some things to maybe discuss, some gold to divvy out. Maybe we should find a quiet place that's not surrounded by hungry villagers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Probably need to.
Okay. So you guys head back to the inn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You walk your way back. This time, much more calm circumstances. You walk back into the Stonehill Inn. Toblin kind of sees you as you all walk in, and he's just like, "Oh, I heard about what you guys did. Wow. First off, wow. Second, if rooms are free. If you need anything, let me know. Free rooms. Don't even worry about it.
Oh.
I personally was so afraid to stand up to them because, I've got a wife, I've got a child. Standing up doesn't go so well. You look like you could take care of yourselves. Watch your back.
Yeah, well, I feel like we need to run him out of town for you at this point. But,
We did just kick a hornet's nest.
I don't even know what to say. We would all
I'm not
be
a real big fan of
infinitely
bandits.
appreciative.
Kind of a cowardly living.
I agree. I agree.
So the bandits like raiders and stuff. They take other people's hard work. They don't make something of themselves.
Oh, trust me, I hear you. I've been more familiar with this than I've wanted to be recently.
So I'm gonna turn to the party and be like, all right, we have some business to take care of, and I throw my sack of 50 gold on the table to divvy up.
I throw mine too.
Okay.
How much is that total?
I hope you understand. Like, this was kind of our group's money before we met you, so we'll.
That has 2 gold.
We'll give you some of the stuff we took off the bandits, maybe. But that makes 100 because we had 50.
Yeah.
So-
So I had 50 and you had 50. So now we have
Yes,
100.
you got 50 gold from Lindeen at the Lion Shield Coster, and then there was 10 for each of you from Barthen, except for Thorn because you weren't
So another 50.
the part of the group from Neverwinter. So 10 for each of you, and then 50 plus the 50 that you got from. Yeah. So yeah, about 100.
So 30.
Are we?
So we have 30 each. You said 10 for each of us, then 50 and 50, or was it just 50 and 50?
It was what it was.
I had 50.
Yeah, Jonah's supplying
Okay.
50 from his
Yeah.
his
And then
stuff.
how much did we get from the bandits?
From
8. That's it. Part of the 50 that I have. That
Oh,
is-
50.
yeah. So I have 50 in total. I got 43 from Halia, and then
Mhm.
7 off the bandits.
All right. Well, I'll toss one of my gold thorns way from the bandit situation.
Woo!
Okay, so that's plus 29 for each of us.
Well, I just tossed one of mine. I gave up one
Oh,
of mine.
but
No,
yeah.
it's just 20 for each of us because there's 100 gold and there's 5 of us, so it's just 20 each.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
Brain can't do math.
So
Yeah.
you've divvied up your gold. You have the eternal gratitude of Toblin, not Toblin. Yes, Toblin. So you have free rooms whenever you need lodging. You have an idea of where the Red Brand hideout is.
And so did I turned to Crane. I'm like, Crane, did I tell you about the orc situation? Did we get a chance to talk about that, or did we get rudely interrupted?
We did. Yeah, no, we did.
Okay. Okay. I think we can put that on hold for now and worry about these bandits because
As long as I'm getting
Oh.
paid, you can just point my blade in whatever direction you desire.
well, I don't think we have much of a choice. They're gonna come to us if we don't go to them.
As
Or worse for these people.
Yeah.
let me take a quick look real quick. Da-da-da-da-da. So as you are all talking, Sildar returns. And he's just like, "Oh, friends!" And he looks over at Thorn and hello. Right, I heard about a little scuffle. I'm sorry I wasn't there to help you. However, good.
It wasn't really a problem.
Yeah, it's a little much to call it a scuffle, more of pest control.
Well, you all have done a great service for this city. I've
Many more bandits to run my blade through.
I've managed to gather up some money for you, and he also hands you 50 gold, split up as you please. So I guess 10 apiece because, sorry, Thorn, you'll get your money. It'll happen. Right, and he's like, so I've learned a little bit about my colleague Iarno. Apparently he went missing over at the manor. The Tresendar Manor, I guess it's called, over on the east side of town.
That's convenient, because I think we were heading there next.
Where are you? What?
That's
Well-
where the red... oh god, how did I forget their name? The Red Brand hideout is.
I wonder if he was taken by the Red Brand.
I doubt it, but does the name Glassstaff mean anything to you?
Glassstaff. No, I can't. Can't say it. It does. I mean, it sounds like. I mean, it's not. Imagining it's not a very well imaginative name. I'd assume it refers to some sort of staff that the person uses. Iarno had a staff, very similar. I mean, it was.
What did it do?
You could
Was
call
magical?
it glass. Yeah, I think he had a. It was a protection-based magic associated with it. You could call it glass. So I'm wondering if maybe they took it and their leader is using it. I don't know. If you do go there, would you mind looking out for him? Iarno's he's a mage, a wizard. He's let me see if I can find.
So I'm gonna cut him off. Be like, how much gold are you willing to pay for a safe return?
Huh. Oh, right to the point. I see. Okay. Let me look at friggin' where. There it is. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I would like to know what happens. What has happened to Yarno? I fear he might no longer be with us. Just bandit types. But if you find out what has happened to him, and if you deal with this red brand threat, I could probably scrounge up about 200 gold for the group of you.
Fair price.
I honestly, I am regretful of the fact I couldn't give you more. I mean, to free the town.
Well, so am I.
You are very straightforward. You kind of just like, there might have been a little judgment in that pause, but he's like, you did some good for the city. So
You're very generous, Sildar.
I'm gonna say at this point, you guys could totally have had a short rest in the inn, as you talked about what was going on, dividing up your gold. Go ahead and take a short rest. If you
I'm gonna use a hit die.
Same.
I'm not.
So, right. So you have a little bit of information. You have an opportunity for more gold, which Thorn, you're trying to kind of gather up a name for yourself, and now you've just walked into town and already been presented with an opportunity to save the town. Like,
I'm gonna look at Thorn.
is it really always this easy?
What's your business?
Hold on, sorry. I'm in town hunting bandits, but I'm trying to make a name for myself as a knight.
Oh God, one of you
noble
types.
warrior. What?
Oh God, one of you types.
Yeah, I mean, I have this here great sword, and you would fit ever so nicely just right on top of it.
Huh.
Very knightly.
Very knightly.
Do you know anything
I
about the
never said I was
Crusades?
good at it yet.
I think it fits the
I'm
bill,
new to
mate.
this.
Alright, well, should we go poke around the estate then? Or what's it called?
The manor.
The manor.
The Trezendar Manor.
I'm gonna put on the cloak.
Okay.
Do I know-
Probably shouldn't put that on until we're out of town.
Well, Trezendar is still like in the town.
Yeah.
It's just on kind of the edge of it. So.
Still probably not good to be parading that around the villagers.
Yeah.
Take it off.
All right. So you guys head over to the manor then.
Sounds
Yes.
good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. While all this is going on, Ethan, are you composed, or are you still kind of? How's your demeanor been?
Okay, like realistically, like it. I'm trying to think of how it would actually like.
fine.
I guess like by body language that I would. I'm not
Tell you
very.
what.
I'm not very. I guess like happy.
So you're kind of like back to just kind of being standoffish, like kind of stiff.
Malachite is kind of nervous about skeletons, but Frank cannot wait to fight some skeletons right now.
So, all right.
Fuck.
So
No,
right.
like,
Yeah, I do piercing damage.
Like I think I'm acting almost the opposite. because I'm not like, oh, I'm in the back, like, we're just here, right? Like, it's okay. No, like, I'm like, we need to go here. I need to find out if the answers are here.
Sure. So
But I'm not actually verbally saying that. It would all
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, like...
So as you guys are kind of getting ready to go, Ethan, he's up. He's kind of like standing near the door. He's almost got like a little bit of like of a bounce. I mean, he's kind of like, you can kind of tell he's already ready to go.
I'm raring.
Yeah, he seems much more eager than you've seen him at any point so far. Quick question to Yarl.
Yes.
Have you at any point taken off your mask? Or has it just been on all the time except when you slept?
It has been all time, aside from when I was in my room sleeping.
And you shared a room with Moyer?
I don't
You all
think we
had
should.
it.
Or did you guys end up splitting rooms? Okay. So all of you have yet to see Yarl without his mask on.
Yes.
Okay. Just a good note. All right, so you guys now move on off to the east. As you go, you kind of travel through town. It only takes, Phandelin's not very big. It only takes a few minutes, for like 5 minutes to travel from like one end to the other. Like 5 to 10 minutes. It's not very big.
Mm-hmm.
As you go, there's, townspeople. Word of the fight has kind of gone down. And townspeople are kind of like buzzing with energy, whereas before the atmosphere felt kind of tense. They're all now much livelier. There's kind of like this buzz, and a lot of them kind of point and talk to each other off to the side at your group as you pass by. There's still a lot of excitement about what just happened, and you all cut a very distinct image, so they could figure out who the group is. So
while we're walking,
Mhm.
I'm going to kind of make my way towards Ethan.
Sure.
I'm just going to be like, Ethan, right?
I kind of glance to whatever. I don't know if you're on my left or right, but I kind of like glance at you and then just keep walking.
I heard you talking about a she or some sort you're looking for. I have a lot of contacts. With the right gold in the right places, you could find anyone you want.
I don't think you can help me.
Well, that's what they all say until they really need it. Then gold starts flying out of their pockets. Oh well.
Kind of like scoff and keep going.
Okay. So, right, yeah, very, very brusque. So you move to the manor. You come up to it. It's more like a castle, really, than a house. It looks like it's long been abandoned. But it's got it's got tall. Like the walls of the building itself are tall. There's little the roofs come to kind of cones to points around the four corners. And as you walk around the grounds, you find the cellar door that was on the backside of the manor.
Cellar door. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Are there any is there like a lot? Can I see if there was a lot of foot movement around the cellar door? Like, is this a well-traveled area?
Yeah. Go ahead. For the heck of it, roll a survival check.
Non-natural 20.
Yeah, you could see definitely in the area. There's lots of footprints, kind of going to and from this door. Most of them look human-sized, of average weights. You see a couple larger footprints, wider. They're not like a human boot shape. They're a bit more kind of almost like a paw of some sort of a bigger creature. You expect that this could be the bugbears that you've been told about.
I'm gonna turn around and go, well, for what it's worth, they weren't lying.
Only a few.
There's a lot of
bugbears.
foot traffic here. Well,
So.
shall we?
Let's do it, Mon.
Mhm.
Let's go.
So
All right, I'm going to. I'm stealthing right now. Like, wherever we go. Like, I'm just gonna.
Sure. Go ahead and roll stealth check for me.
Oh God. 8.
Alrighty. Rough stuff, man.
Amazing.
Alrighty. So you walk up to this cellar door. You see this rusty lock. You kind of look at it and you realize there's a chain, but the lock's not really like usable. It's more there for like visual effect, but you could literally just unwrap it and it's not actually holding it shut. So.
Okay. Onwards and downwards, I guess.
Okay. So you open up this old cellar door. The timber on it is starting to get like a little rotted. Again, this area's been abandoned for some time, and as you start to open it, it creaks a little bit, and you kind of hear the as it comes open. The door opens onto a 5-foot wide landing. 15 feet above a large cellar. There's stone steps descending to the floor in 2 short flights. Another door stands beneath the stairs to the north, and a large stone cistern occupies the western part of the room, whose walls are lined with kegs and barrels. And now, I have a map for you guys.
Oh boy.
So, we'll go ahead.
Make sure Andrew has a figure.
Yep.
I think he picked.
Yeah, he picked one out before we
I'm
got
gonna go grab
started.
a bottle of water real quick.
Sure thing. So we're gonna go ahead and move you guys over to this. Let me reveal the parts that need to be revealed, and then.
Can I just say how frustrated I am that like the skilled person who I want to continuously cast guidance on won't accept my fucking help?
I mean, who knows? Things can happen. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and reveal, and then I'll swap over stuff. Alright, so this is the first room that you guys see. You all
I
see
can't
that
see
just
shit.
you guys all see that just fine. It's in the bottom
There's
right.
one room.
Bottom right. Okay.
Go ahead and hop over to this. Okay.
No, I don't.
Spoilers on the stream, so if you've got the stream pulled up, don't.
I can't. I don't see the room.
Oh
I-
no.
Rejoin? I'll rejoin.
Okay.
There it is.
I'll have you all.
Over.
I say it's on the bottom, right? You can also zoom out. There's that little slider up to the top right that'll help you zoom
It's
in
in the
and
very
out.
middle of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's bottom right of the map. It's I guess you can't really even see the map, can you? So my bad. But yeah, if you zoom out with the little slider, you should see it. I guess we'll put Crane.
Oh, I can spin it.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
All right, so Crane, you're here, and then we need. Where did Andrew go? There you are. Get Andrew in here. Andrew, aka Thorn. My bad. There you are. So there's all your figures. This is the room you see as you walk inside. Yeah, I don't know why you got super loud all of a sudden there.
Can you talk again?
Yeah, he got super loud.
He's talking in game. Or in Roll20.
Oh, did your microphone not get muted again? Or did it, like, oh, whenever I swapped it, probably.
Yeah, I guess it did.
Why
You
do
wanna-
we even have VoIP?
You want to turn off? You should be able to turn off your voice thing if you go to settings.
So what's the deal with this room? This is a door here.
So okay, right here is where you guys have entered. You have the stairs going down to the landing. There's supplies here and here. You've got the pool of water. And then, yes, there is a door underneath the stairs.
Okay.
As well as there's another door. You guys can't really see any reveal more of it. There's another door here, and this is just like a bare wall. Let me just there we go. So, this is what you guys see.
How well lit is down here? I assume pretty well lit. 'Cause they're all humans.
It's fairly well lit. In this particular area, a lot of light comes in from the cellar door. But as you kind of look inside, there's like torches up on the walls. It's not like the Goblin Cave. This area is well lit enough for everybody to see.
I checked the door into the stairs.
All right. Give me just a second. Okay, so you want to check door under the stairs. Hang on, my stuff's freaking... Okay. So you go ahead and check the door. It's not locked. It's just kind of it's a wood door. It's got some iron handles. Looks like it could be locked, but right now it's not.
Okay. Like, I can't see through it, though. There's no, like, window.
Nope. Solid door.
Alright, I kind of open it a crack and peek through it.
Okay. Alrighty. So, as you peek through this door, you look through. You just kind of see a hallway. It appears to be pretty empty from what you can see. Thick dust covers the flagstones of this somber hallway. The walls are decorated with faux columns every 10 feet. Look like they're more for, decoration than function. And double doors at the west end of the hall are sheathed in copper plate, now green with age. A relief carving of a mournful angel graces the doors that are on the opposite side. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal that for you.
Just the hallway down this way.
So you have this part here. And then you see these doors here are the ones that have the angel carving on them. Let's say we got a couple people gone. You want to just take a quick break? Like a couple minute break? Everybody can use the bathroom, get a drink, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Be back here in a few. All right.
No. What?
Oh, I see. We took a break.
Yep. There's a quick little break. I'm gonna be back soon.
Took me 5 minutes to open that fucking bag of dog treats.
when you fail your strength check, man. When you fail
It
your
was,
strength
hot.
check.
It hot. They like where you know how you tear them to open. There was hot glue in the zipper part. Like, so I had to like scrape it out with a knife to open it. I don't fucking know.
Only those who are worthy may access the dog treats.
Maybe it's so your dog can't get into them or something, but I feel like they would never go through the zipper anyways, so... You know, not having thumbs kind of deletes that option.
I'm pretty sure just error in the manufacturing.
Yeah, it's just to inconvenience humans.
Yeah. F humans in particular.
Yeah.
Wow, fuck me then.
Yeah. And only you.
I don't know if anybody noticed, but I didn't kill the human because I didn't want to kill the human. So, want to bring that up as a character trait.
Good job. Well, yeah, you've kind of shown that you're not, you know.
If I had been the one interrogating him, he would have left limping.
Minus an arm.
Instead, he left with no pants and like guaranteed chafing. Like, I mean,
oh man, how much?
Chafe all over the place,
how
dude.
much more do you want, bro?
I really did him a favor getting rid of those pants though, because if he kept those on, dude, you know, like his fucking genitals would have been destroyed. And Caleb's Twitch channel becomes age restricted.
F.
If it wasn't before, it certainly is now.
Just be glad it's not the campaign we're playing in person at Hunters. Because
Yeah.
that would definitely age restricted.
Yeah, he plays a delightful psychopath. That
I don't think delightful is the word we should use for you.
Yikes.
all right.
Good God, if Crane were in that game, he might have gone insane and just started murdering people already. Because fuck
I
it.
mean, you'd fit
Everybody
right
else is
in, bro. What do you mean?
And a bunch of murder hobos?
Literally, like-
One person is.
Singular murder hobo, and it is only at least.
Brett's
one-
kind of a murder hobo.
Oh, I would. Yeah, he would be.
I
And it
mean,
probably goes against the will of the whole party, right?
He's gotten better. Session 1 was sketch. Session 2 was okay. Yeah, from then on.
He's not as much of a murder hobo as Cardrin, though. Cardrin is the ultimate.
Well, that was the
psychopath for that
point.
job.
Yeah, playing an evil character in an evil, goofy one-shot campaign. Murder everybody, please do. All right.
No, you just.
Hunter.
Mop just wanted to be the
special
best.
flower.
He wanted to be the greatest. He wanted everyone to fucking know it.
He wanted to be the best around. No one
Dude,
never
well,
Well,
had
he actually was the greatest. He wanted everybody to know that.
He just let the people know.
Doomhead just wanted to serve as the evil god. Come on now. Is there any issues with a big simple man? trying to-
Gopher died for a bowl of popcorn.
He really
we-
did.
If we ever meet a gnome named the Amazing Broom, I want to play him.
The slightly better than average.
Slightly better.
That sounds like a gnome name, though. That could totally. I would have no questions with that. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's a gnome.
Yep. Yep. Seems to know me.
Hunter.
By the way, I love the imagery of Moyer running through my legs to like strike up at somebody. That's great.
And it's
That's great
and
imagery.
with
Yeah,
his
that is.
with his size, it's entirely doable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, we're fucking a 1-2 punch you don't want to fuck with.
Yeah, like most of the
Same.
time, yeah, it's like, oh, they're
That is the
they're
wobble
basically their
combo.
vision's focused up like 6-7 feet.
Yeah, he gets in there and like fucking skewers them in the nuts.
Yeah, little jab to the nads, surprise. Whoosh. hops back behind the giant.
It'd be like that.
I'm really sad that my fucking reaction thing didn't go off though. Like I just fucking want that to work. The problem is like they have to hit me for it to happen.
It'll
Which is
get there.
Easier said than done.
I mean, you'll have plenty of opportunities to get smacked. Don't you worry.
Well, I also have a different reaction that I can use that's more defensive when I get hit. Like I can reduce damage once per short rest. But that's obviously not necessary for the first time I get hit because I'm a big beefy boy. And by the way, Andrew, I'm a little bit salty that you're actually playing the Eldritch Knight because I've been trying to play one for several campaigns, but our party just never actually like fits it.
Well, we had so many squishy people. I was like,
Yeah.
I have never played it like a fighter character ever, not once. And so this was the first one where I was like, either A, not a psychopath, or B, a spell slinger. So.
And
No,
fighters,
it definitely fits.
and fighters.
Well, the Eldritch Knights, it's interesting. Like, you get to do fun stuff.
That was why I wanted to play it.
Yeah, fighters get a bit of a bad rap, I think, sometimes for like being boring or whatever. But there's so much you can do with them; they're very versatile. I think you just have to be a bit more like it's like the creativity isn't really built into their class. You kind of have to like. Well, this is like I don't know, like Arcane Archer or Eldritch Knight is a bit more flavorful and stuff like that. But
Yeah, because it's not just like, oh hey, you have all these spells.
there's
how you
plenty.
gonna
There's
based
plenty
off
you
of
can
that.
do.
It's more-
It's just not always the most obvious.
Yeah, it's just more.
I know. In building, spoiler alert, a high-level warlock, I was interested to see like how little like offensive spells they actually have. It's mostly like utility. A lot of the spells that they cast.
Invocations are fun and the like. Stuff like, oh, I can see in magical darkness, or oh, I don't really need to sleep anymore.
Yeah.
Sleeping's fun.
Not anymore. Hey, he returns. Now I just need Crane.
The protagonist of Dying Light?
Oh, it's a fun game.
It was.
Alright.
That ending done.
Hey, we're here. Alright,
I
we're all
had to
back.
wipe her butt.
The dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. All right, so you've all gone to this room. Like I said, you have this little pool of this cistern of water. If I could get my thing to ping, which it doesn't want to. There we go.
F.
All right, yeah. So you have that little cistern of water, and Malachi has poked his head through the door to underneath the stairs. It's kind of a long, empty hallway. Lots of dust. Doesn't look like it's been used much. But and then some doors at the end with like some mourning angels kind of carved into it. And then you've got one other door here. What would you guys like to do?
I want to go into that hallway and just kind of like peek up and through and like see if there's anything at least up to those double doors.
I'm gonna say watch for
So,
traps.
like-
I'm gonna remind him say watch for traps. I'm gonna touch his shoulder and cast guidance.
Okay.
It's just if you make an ability check, you gotta add a D to it. It's like mini.
Before or after you make the throw.
Yeah. It's just like a little mini.
Okay.
Mini.
So you were wanting to scan the hallway, Thorn?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
just try and see like are people? Is there stuff in there?
Yeah.
Like, are we gonna get cut in half by a razor wire? Like,
Right. So go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Let me do that. That would be a 9.
All right. Add the D4.
Fuck.
That would be a 12.
Okay. I'm gonna say since you guys had since you had some previous knowledge of traps and their nature in here, the DC is a little bit lower. But yes, you spot, and I'm going to like draw it out for you a little bit. And we'll just say, get some red. Okay, so on these tiles, kind of right here. You guys see the red square? Is that working?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
as you look, some of the tiles are a little not quite
Pitfalls?
flush. Yeah. So as you look, they kind of come up a little bit, and you can see around the sides there's little pathways, like where the tiles don't go all the way out to. It looks like there's little areas around that you can walk. That'll be a bit more safe for you. But yes, you do notice that some of those tiles look a little off.
Okay.
Well, I want to... What did we see down this door?
That's the way you
Slowly.
came from.
Oh, okay.
So that,
Or
that leads
the other-
to the
The
outside.
other one is
Oh,
over
okay.
here.
Yeah, there is.
Those are both-
That one hasn't
I
been
wanna-
checked yet.
Sneak up and open the door and peek at the other side.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. So yeah, you'll go up to the door. You open it. You rolled a 9 on stealth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of peek your head in, and you see there are 3 more of the red brands. 2 of them are asleep, kind of on their beds. There's some. Actually, I'll read the description for you. You see what appears to be a storeroom, pressed into surface as living quarters. 2 double bunks stand against the wall near the door, while barrels and crates fill the southern half of the chamber. You see one of the red brands kind of just like standing, like sitting on top of like one of the crates, just kind of like tossing like a pebble or something like that against the wall. As you kind of peek in, he kind of glances over your direction, and you like shut the door. I kind of pull back real quick, and then you kind of hear him call, "Hey, who's there?"
I'm gonna turn back to the party and be like,
You
I'm
all-
just gonna make it
yeah.
number 3 and like point to the
So you
point to the
are
door in an attempt to not speak.
We should have asked that guy's name.
you're up here. All right. So
Yeah.
so you kind of hear some steps coming to the door, and as they're doing this, it's like, "Frederick, you playing tricks on me again?" And she's like, "I swear."
Gary?
Okay, so this is what I want to do.
Flashbacks.
Can I switch to my bow, open the door, and shoot him?
Sure. So as you swap to your bow, and you open up the door, you open it up, and he was like right there, like he was like going to open the door, and then as he's, "What the?" And then yeah, go ahead and fire your shot with disadvantage because you're right next to him.
14.
14. I think that hits, actually. I think their armor class is 14. Indeed. So, go ahead and roll damage. I'm not going to say sneak attack because he thought something was up, so...
That's 6 damage.
Okay. So 6
Can I
damage.
disengage and run back?
You can, and then when it's your turn, because you got to roll initiative.
Well, thank God I rolled like a fucking boss.
So, yes, everybody roll initiative. You said 6 damage to...
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't do too bad.
I swear to God, Cat, if you knock these dice off, I'm gonna throw you in a fucking blender.
That is so hateful. Why would you say that?
Toxic.
Okay. So I'll roll my initiative for these guys. Well, two of them are asleep, so I'll just roll initiative for the one for now. Although things might get loud pretty quick. So.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately.
Alrighty, so to start at the top of the okay, thank you for putting the separator in there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so at the top we have Crane with a 22 to his initiative. Next up you have Moyer with a 17. Next you have it goes 22, 17, and then the next is a 7. Whew!
No, it's a 9.
Where's
I got
the...
a 9, dude.
Where's the 9? Oh, did you not type it in?
I
Am I-
did type it in. It's in there.
Am I blind?
I don't see it either.
I don't
So-
see it. Alright, you're a 9. That's fine. I was like, I don't see anything, man.
Yeah.
Alright,
Still
and...
not in there?
No, I don't see it. Alright, and then next up, we have Malachi with a 7, Yarl with a 5, and then we have good old Ethan with that fat 3. Alright, first up,
It's like golf, right?
Crane. Yeah, it's you. So now if you would like to disengage, feel free.
I am going to use my bonus action to disengage, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 here. And then can I use my action to switch to my short swords?
Yes.
Okay.
Just went combat.
Alrighty. That's your turn. Next up,
Alright, we're going for fucking Pokemon Ruby combat music. Here we go.
Alright, next up you have Moyer. What do I ask?
Okay. How far is this,
How far is what?
How far is what?
the drop right? Like, can I just hop down?
It's probably about from that point. I think it's 15 feet. Yeah, it's 15 feet. So that is enough to take a little bit of damage if you don't land quite right. But you also
Just
have
walk.
30 feet of movement too. So
I have 25 since I'm short.
that's right, because you're little halfling.
Little halfling.
20, 20. And
Tiny baby man.
choose blast. That
Go ahead.
that is a 24.
24. Yeah, that'll hit,
Yeah.
mate.
I hope so.
I would hope so. Yeah.
That'll
And-
freaking hit.
15 damage.
What was that?
15 damage.
I heard teen.
14.
14. Jeez.
Dang.
Y'all gotta get better internet too. Mics come through.
Yeah,
Holy.
like +4 charisma modifier?
All right. Yeah. 14 damage. Dang, dude. And that was to the guy in the doorway there because he's the only one visible.
Yeah.
All right. So you blast him, and he dead. I mean, you just like as he's scrambling, and he kind of starts to call out to his sleeping buddies. He's like, "Hey, there's a," and then he's just on the ground. I say the other two do wake up. They're gonna be surprised though, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll their initiative. And see where they fall in this, but they're gonna lose their first turn. Okay. So if I could Alright, and then next. Okay. And that'll go right in between you guys. Alrighty. Next up, we have, unless there's anything else you'd like to do, Moyer.
No, it's
Okay. Next up, well, I mean, it would be numero uno that just got murked, but he's not going. Thorn!
I'm gonna go ahead and
You see the one guy dead in the doorway, and you kind of hear like a voice from inside, like, "What's going on?"
yeah, basically I want to run up and sort of try and get in the middle of it.
Okay.
How deep is this cistern thing?
You haven't had a chance to kind of look inside of it yet, so.
Okay.
But you'll most likely get a chance to. I'm just gonna delete this guy off the thing because he's toast.
Get deleted, TBH.
All right. So you're just moving up to here.
Yeah.
This door is open now. So you
Oh,
kind
that
of.
door is open. Then
Yes.
I'll move all the way in.
Okay, so you where did you
Hold
start?
on, 1, 2,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get to like right there because you came from this spot here, right?
I came from right.
Dude,
I came
dash
from-
action, baby. Get
Oh, you
in
came up there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it's right about there, I guess?
Okay, so I was right the first time.
Yes. If
Dash
you
action
want,
and
yes.
get in
If you
there.
want a dash action, you can, or you can just hold your
Cough,
action.
cough, give me sneak attack, goddammit.
No, I'm good.
You're good. You still have an action. Do you want to hold an action for something with like for like a
We'll
trigger?
hold an action. What?
So, if you're not going to use your action on your turn, you can hold it. So basically, like say you can hold like I'm going to cast a spell if this happens, or I am going to hold an attack action until somebody gets within melee range, or
Okay, so if they
You
get
can
out
hold-
of bed, I'm gonna have a light crossbow ready to shoot at them.
okay. So you have your crossbow ready, and as soon as you see somebody hop up, then you're gonna take a shot at them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a shot at
Okay,
them.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Next up, we have. Okay, so now both of the red brands have quote gone, but they lost their first turn because they've been surprised. So they're starting to scramble up and go, oh crap, there's something going on here. Next up we have Malachi.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm here. And where is Crane?
Crane is the green dude. He's
Yeah.
right. No, that's
Yeah,
Thorn. Crane's there.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a help action,
Mhm.
Crane, and my way of doing that is I'm gonna like cast light and use that to like make a shine when he goes to attack, to like try and distract them. Right?
Try to like
Basically,
so you're gonna hold a help action to try to like
Yeah.
flash a light in their face.
Yeah, when he attacks, to give him advantage on his
Okay.
attack roll.
Yeah, that's fine. So Crane, you will have advantage on your next attack, which gives you sneak attack. So next up, Yarl. Little tight quarters in here.
Yeah, I don't really think I can position myself so I can see them from out here, and I'm not running in there. So,
Come on, man. Be my meat shield.
yeah, sure.
He's so meaty.
16 HP Warlock with, like, what, 12 AC?
All right. So
on
what you
my
doing?
13. So I will hold my action to cast Eldritch Blast, essentially when they walk the door.
So first red brand you see.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll let it move here so Ethan can move if you want.
Sure. All right. And speaking of Ethan, you are up next. What it do?
Up there, and I'm assuming I can see the doorway. So yeah, I guess I'll hold. Chill touch essentially.
Okay.
Oh god, they're so fucked.
Yeah. The first. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn? Or is that it?
That's all I can
Okay. So that's it. Back to Crane. Crane.
Okay. What are these barrels like? Giant? Like, could I be in the same square as these barrels?
You could probably pretty easily hop on top of one if you wanted to. They're probably
yeah,
like 5
actually.
feet tall, maybe. Like, man, not even that much. Probably like 4 feet tall. But yeah, if you want to hop up on a barrel, sure. So, all right. So you want to move up to here then, or
Yes.
go ahead and move. Okay, that's fine. Yep, you hop right up. You run across, slip by the elf, hop up on the barrel. You've got your bow drawn, and are you holding an action to?
I have my short swords out.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right. So,
Yeah,
all right. So you're just holding an action.
Uh huh.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up
Oh no.
is one dead Redbrand.
What's going on out here, boy?
Right. So he's grabbed his stuff. He runs. So first off, he steps here, meaning Thorn has a shot on him.
Does a 20...
Yes. Yes. Roll
Okay.
roll your damage.
That's gonna be for 7 damage.
All right. So
Literally like when you put everyone on Overwatch in XCOM.
pretty much, yeah. All right. So he kind of starts to step out.
Strat, don't-
And
don't-
and you shoot your crossbow bolt, and I mean it catches him like in the gut. I mean you're not sure how far it punched in, but it's in there, and he's just kind of like doubles over as he stumbles forward a few more feet up to the doorway to kind of take a peek outside. Ethan, Yarol, Moyer, did you hold an Eldritch Blast or?
I did not.
Okay, so Yarol, and roll your Eldritch Blast, and Ethan,
Aye.
roll your Chill Touch.
Nat 20.
You said roll my chill touch?
Yeah, is that an attack roll?
Yeah, it is. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't
Yep.
figure it. I was making sure I heard it correct.
I hope a nat 20 hits.
I got 15.
15. Yes, and Yarol, of course. Roll your damages.
Roll your damages.
18
narcotics.
plus 3 is 21.
All right.
Did he
So,
21 damage.
explode?
oh yeah. So
I
he's got this
can-
crossbow bolt sticking out of his gut, and as he peeks around the corner, and this hand is just waiting for him, and just kind of grasps him around the throat as once again the life starts to drain from him, and he kind of starts to like wither a little bit, and his skin is not quite as supple, and then this Eldritch Blast, his head is gone. It is just, and it's just like it's like Thanos like ash just. It's just gone, and he slumps down. Headless.
So now we have a terrified guy that's in a room who's just watching.
And yeah, and so he kind of like stumbles forward out the door as he flops, and then now it's the next Red Brand's turn, who then peeks his head around the corner and sees everything that's going on, and kind of just lets out like this like startled like yelp. It's like oh, and then like hides back behind the corner. So you see him kind of go around the corner again. So he's still here, and that's where he stays. Oh, that's right. You had advantage on the. Crane had advantage on it. Right. All right. So he's staying there.
Okay.
Moyer, you're up next.
I don't think we're trying to kill him. Mission. So
Man.
I think he's lost the will to fight.
yeah.
So
We could
up
just
to you.
barricade him in.
Moyer, what you up to?
I'm just gonna come on out. You're surrounded.
Roll. So you just kind of tell him like, oh yeah, just come on out, man. All right, roll. That's fine. Roll a
Nice
persuasion check.
How good are you at persuasion?
Pretty good. I'm actually charisma.
Oh,
He
you're
should-
a charisma.
Yeah,
based,
say
okay.
he should be decent.
Efficient in it though. That's a 23.
All right. So we'll do a quick pause to the combat for now. So you call out to him, and he's just like, he kind of like you see him kind of peek around the corner again. He's like, you kind of just murked my friends. How do I know you're not gonna do the same to me?
You don't. I'll kill you either way, really.
He's just kind of like,
You didn't die when you peeked your head over?
and you kind of
We
see
won't
him.
let one of your friends go.
You see him hesitantly step out around. He kind of steps, kind of looks at you, kind of waits. He kind of looks like he's ready to jump right back behind his corner if something happens.
His corner of safety.
Dude, it's the best he's got, bro. He doesn't have much right now, but yeah. And if nothing happens, he'll gradually work his way out. His short sword still in hand, and he kind of stops. I'm gonna say he stops like in the doorway. It's like, okay. Now,
yeah,
now what?
we'd like to talk to your boss, Gustav. Can we find him?
Glass Steph.
Yeah.
Right. He's if you go through the door to your right there, and he's pointing to the one that that Malachi was checked out. That'll take you further inward. It is a little ways to walk, but yeah, you can go that way. That you can. It's kind of in the back, like behind everything.
Is he lying? 'Cause we're told it's the basement.
Roll. Well, you're in a basement right now,
Oh.
but yeah, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Solid plus. That's a.
What is that?
It's a 4.
A 4.
Yeah.
All right. You see a man who looks startled. Yeah. He could be peddling you whatever it is he thinks you want to hear, so that way he can get out alive, or he might be shooting straight with you because he's terrified. Not sure.
Alright, my turn. Are there any traps in the hallway?
He kind of looks at you. He's like, maybe.
And I'm gonna look him dead in the eyes like, oh, I damn well know there are, and you just lied.
I didn't lie. I admitted there was a possibility that there was a trap in the hallway.
So technically he's correct.
So I'm gonna look at him and be like, look, there's one way you leave this place alive, and it is through the grace of my fellow people, because if it were up to me, I would have gutted you already.
Believe
so
it.
I would listen to them.
Why are you standing on a barrel?
I'm doing a slob squat. And I'm gonna look around like I'm just taking oh. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, yep. Nope. You're the boss. Sure. Right. So, I can leave. You guys can do whatever you need to do.
How do we know you won't bring in reinforcements from behind?
I know. Make him leave his pants.
My pants?
Yep.
I mean, we
If
could
you're serious,
hamstring him.
Handsome robe.
Oh,
He's,
yeah.
We found out that this is the best way to deal with you people.
I'm starting to think this is a English thing.
No,
Alright.
it's just no one will take him seriously if he's not wearing pants.
Okay. So he's
With
just
disadvantage on
very-
all persuasion checks.
very reluctantly, but not with much other choice, he starts to remove said clothing and is down to his skivvies.
Yep.
It's like, all
Alright,
right,
you're free to go.
Terrible.
awesome. and he kind of starts
He's
to.
alive, is he not? We could easily kill him.
Yeah, no, he's taking it.
I am so tempted to hamstring him.
And so he kind of starts walking.
I just like take his robe off him as he walks past me.
I mean, he'll hand it. He's already off. I mean, he'll hand it to you.
All right, perfect.
So-
Now I have two.
So he'll kind of start to squeeze by you. And then he'll continue to walk up and towards the stairs.
So I'm gonna like yell at him like, "Hey!"
And then kind of as he gets to the stairs, he kind of turns like, yeah.
Remember,
Continues to
Well,
walk
that's
up the
good to
stairs.
himself. Maybe we should chase him until he pees himself.
He continues to
That's
walk up the stairs
just hello,
And-
chaotic evil.
and out, and off he goes into the sunset.
Like, enhancing all my victims instead of killing them is
I
probably...
I imagine we hear screams just the second he leaves the cellar. Just screams and barefoot sprinting.
You hear him leave, and you hear the patter of footprints as off he goes.
Yeah, but nobody will take him seriously. He has no pants.
So
I guess
he's
how that
he's
works.
out of
Honestly,
there.
we should have killed him. But
Yeah, you know. If you can spare. If you spare one here or there, it doesn't hurt anybody.
Can
Alright.
I rifle through like the storage room? See if I
grudges
can
are a
get
really
in there?
powerful thing.
Yeah, you can search through.
Yeah, he doesn't hate us.
As you go through all of the
I'm gonna
supplies
get off this barrel.
and the like, you can find those cloaks that you found.
Yeah.
So you had two. You actually find three more. So there's like three more of those dirty red cloaks, kind of hanging off the sides of the beds and whatever. Well, the one that you picked up off of one of him is one of them. So you find two more. So you have four total.
Alright. So we have 4 total.
yes.
I'm putting one on at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we're gonna.
I think they would know if there was a Goliath in their group, so...
That's
Well,
fair.
why don't you
Or
take
a
that
super
little
buff
bit?
ale.
If
Elf.
we can do stuff, and then if shit goes down, you can just.
So, in the barrels and all of that, you find like salted pork and beef, flour, sugar, apples, and ale. Just some provisions here and there.
I take
If
it
we
back.
could have barricaded him in, he'd be fine for like weeks.
Yeah, you can yeah, if you want to dip a mug in a barrel that you crack open, you find some ale. You want to dip a mug in there from your pack. Feel free. Yeah. The elf walks back out with a mug brimming full of ale and a little contented smile on his face.
Best mission ever.
Oh god.
So, yeah.
I got free booze. I get to shoot a guy. I'm having a great day.
So, and I assume you guys probably, I mean, knowing Crane, probably check the bodies.
Alright.
On one of them, you find 16 silver and 7 gold. On another one, you find 12 silver and 5 gold. So, there you go.
Yeah, so 2 gold apiece. I don't really care to silver.
Okay. So, you guys now have the cloaks. You got a little bit of gold. You know there's a trap in the next hallway. Yeah.
I'm going to sneak into the next hallway.
Okay. There's nothing in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Can I
walk
see
through.
the like stones that are
Yeah,
injured?
at this point, yes, it's been pointed out. You guys know where the traps are. The trap is.
I walk around the trap to the door.
You guys can walk around.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take point, and I'm gonna open the door and peek in.
Okay. So I'm gonna say go ahead and roll a new stealth check now that there's been combat and you're kind of re-stealthing. Did you roll like garbage?
No, I got a 12. I mean,
A 12? It's better. It's better than a 9.
I don't know why.
Better than a 9.
I'm not a
All right.
halfling.
So you come up to these doors, and these are the doors that have kind of a relief carved into it of mournful a mournful angel. Kind of a beautiful carving, been here for a while, has a noble look to it, but also somber. As you push open the doors and you take a look inside, you can now see the next room, which... Just a second. Okay. So the next room, there are 3 large stone sarcophagi that stand within this dusty crypt, and propped up against each sarcophagus is a human skeleton. Here we go. Give you this. There you go.
Kind of morbid.
So propped up against each sarcophagus is a human skeleton clad in bits of rusty mail. False columns along the walls are carved in the image of spreading oak trees. The double doors at the south, well, this is where you're from, those doors are sheathed in tarnished copper plate. So these are copper doors that have kind of started to turn green with time, giving
So I'm
a
gonna
kind
turn
of
to the
ghastly
party.
image to the angel.
Like, I remember that Frederick or whatever said something about skeletons, and there's some skeletons in the next room. I can't tell if they're animated or not, but one of you are gonna have to take a look and see.
If they end
I
up
can
being,
just-
I can probably handle them.
I was gonna say, can we just like Skyrim this shit and shoot the dragger before it animates?
Shooting skeletons generally doesn't do much.
I mean, have you tried recently?
Have you tried?
2 of us that can shoot.
Magic, yeah.
Magic.
Magic is a different fucking thing than an arrow, Tyler.
Yes.
Only 2.
Okay, well, to be fair, 2 are shooting that, 1 is grasping, potentially.
So, but yes, the skeletons are not moving. They appear to be, for now, inert. What would you like to
I'm
do?
gonna turn to the person I know is a cleric and be like, I am not toying with an undead today. You are free to take the lead.
I can slow him down.
Okay.
I gotta find it on my character sheet though. I can't find it. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. We're good. I will take the lead. I can step into that room.
Okay. So we'll move you. So you're moving into the room here.
I'll back him up.
We'll have draw a little. There's gonna be a skeleton. One here, and one here on the green circles.
I'll be behind Malachi. But I'm letting you take the lead on any matter concerning undeath.
Okay. You enter the room. The skeleton's there before you, not moving.
Okay.
You really want to use turn undead, don't you?
I do. He's turned undead really badly. Alright, so they're fine, right? So, like, I just go up to the door.
Okay. So which door?
There's a door up here, right?
Oh, sorry. There's a second one. I haven't revealed it. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. There's this
There's
one.
2 doors.
Yeah, this one here. There's another door. Yeah, along the right wall. And then there's this one here. So.
Okay. Well, I will. There's no windows on these doors?
Nope, all the doors are pretty much all the same. They're solid wooden doors with iron handles and hinges.
Alright, I would like to try the handle on this one and peek through it.
Okay. Is everybody else following along behind him, like close up?
I'm right behind him.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm where I belong.
Okay,
God,
so you're
I'm-
sitting in the back. Are you just like not even entering the room, or?
I'll be in the room.
Reluctantly in the room.
All right.
I don't want them.
Okay. Now, Frank, or, Malachi, as you approach the door, the three skeletons now begin to shuffle and move.
Wait a minute.
Oh god.
Wait a second.
So we have one here,
Wait, no.
we have one here, and we have one here. We'll say. We'll put
Wait
this
a
one
minute.
right-
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Wait a minute.
Please roll a
Wait
good
a minute.
initiative. Please roll a good initiative.
All right, yes, and now everybody, roll for initiative.
I have not gotten below 20 initiative.
Well, good for you, man.
That's not even like because I only have a +3.
Dicks,
I
man.
just rolled
Dicks.
2 19s and an 18.
Dicks. You guys are supposed to stay behind me, so like they all went on me.
All right, so
Don't worry, I'm not gonna metagame. If you guys take down the skeletons, I'm not gonna cast Turn Undead.
You should have poked the skeletons with your mace, and by
Yeah.
poked I mean just bashed their skulls.
Yeah, you're right. I don't like defacing remains if I don't have to, though.
okay, so
I don't give a fuck about that.
first up in initiative, of course. Oh no, it's not. It's not Crane.
No,
Thorn
man.
beat
I
you
didn't
out
roll
with a
19, I rolled an
22.
18, actually, this time.
Hells to the yeah.
Boom. Then Crane.
Help.
Then Yerl.
It's gonna be fine, Earl. You're gonna be fine. There's a cleric in this party.
And then let's see. We have a here, and then we have after Yerl, it was Ethan with a 17. And then we have Moyer with a 13. And then we'll bring it up the strong, ever reliable, always consistent Vanguard, Malachi. All right, first up, Thorn.
It doesn't help that I also roll really awfully too. Like,
Yeah, that doesn't help.
I have a -1 and then I roll that.
Alright, I'm gonna take a swipe at this guy with my broadsword.
I'm assuming just the one right by you.
Yes.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17, I'm pretty sure hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That would be 8 damage.
Okay. Write down some things.
8 slashing.
Okay. So, 8 slashing damage done to...
Okay.
Alright. Alright, so... And that's done to the one right by you. Alright. Next up, we have Crane.
Okay. Okay.
These
we're gonna-
3 skeletons have started shambling to life.
So we're going to attack this one.
Okay, the one that's already been hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do I get sneak attack on that?
Yes, because it's
The
engaged.
enemy
with...
or the other? Yeah.
Yes, you get sneak attack.
Natural 20.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage on that. Chances are he dead. I don't see how he wouldn't be.
I got 11 damage on the first.
All right, so Thorn takes a swing, kind of like lops off, like breaks one of the arms off of this skeleton as Crane comes and with his with his short sword just slams it right in the sternum, cracking it in as the whole thing kind of falls to pieces on the ground. And so that is one skeleton down.
Oh, I didn't even roll sneak attack. Oh, well.
Yeah,
It
it's,
doesn't
it's dead.
matter. But
So you now this one's dead. You have another attack with your bonus action you can still use if you want to go move to something else.
I will attack this one.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
That's a 9.
A 9 does not. So, you go to swing at it, and you're used to hitting fleshy things. You're used to things with like organs and stuff, and so you go to jam a blade inside of it, and in any normal circumstance that would kill, but you kind of slide it in and you meet no resistance, and then you pull it back out and you realize, frig, as this skeleton just kind of cocks its head a little bit and looks at you. And that's it. So next up is the skeleton that you tried to stab unsuccessfully. So it's gonna take a look at you. It's gonna return the favor. It's gonna try to stab you right back. Except it sucks at it, and I don't think a 7 hits.
Oh god, I'd be in so much trouble if it did.
Okay, so that is basically all it can do. Next up, we have Yarl.
I want to Eldritch Blast the one that's right next to me.
Okay.
Because he's not very friendly looking. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit, yes.
Amazing.
So you're on the one right next to you, got it.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a D12. That is not my D12.
Does Eldritch Blast get affected by disadvantage due to them being right next to you?
I'm
Or is
not
that
sure.
just...
'Cause
Is
it's
it
a
ranged
spell?
attack weapons? Frank, Hunter, do you know?
I don't really know, to be honest.
5e ranged
Don't
attack.
Eldritch
Does
Knights use Eldritch Blast? I feel like that would be really bad if they had disadvantage.
No, they don't. They don't cast Eldritch Blast.
Does not.
Yeah.
no.
'Cause
I'm
they have
trying-
wizard cantrips.
For
Like, it
now,
does get
for now,
disadvantage. I
the-
remember him giving 4 disadvantage before Matt doing it.
'Cause it does classify as a ranged spell.
So yeah, I think since it's a ranged attack and they're right up on top of you, yeah, go ahead and roll with.
Okay. Well, that's unnatural.
Okay, well then, yeah, you hit no matter what. Go ahead and roll your damage.
7 force damage.
7 damage. All right,
Yes.
energy blasts some. A couple ribs crack off, go skittering across the floor. You've done the damage.
And if I move away, he gets an attack for opportunity, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't take a bonus action for disengage because you ain't a rogue, bitch.
It's true.
Should have been a rogue, Derek. Should have been a fucking rogue.
Look, man.
So, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No.
Fantastic. Next up, the other skeleton that you just blasted in the chest. He's gonna look at you. He's gonna try. I mean, he can't blast you, but he can try to swing at you.
Focus.
And he's also garbage at it. That's a 6. All right, next up, Ethan. It's your go, mate.
So, can I use any kind of like see if I know it's animating them kind of magic one?
Like as in general, what animates skeletons, or
What's animating the skeleton? Specifically?
sure. I'm gonna say, yeah, roll an Arcana check. The DC is gonna be super low, but yeah, it's
Yeah, there's no.
like I just don't see you as like not knowing this.
25.
Okay.
What is your Arcana?
So these were, I mean, there's this, you know, there's a spell that raises the dead to become undead warriors, and some wizard of some sort cast it on these remains and had some sort of like they were set basically to be trigger like once something walked into the room and got what seemed like a certain distance from the doors, they woke up. So, some sort of necromancer spell.
Okay.
So, what would you like to do?
I assumed that was it.
You
Yeah.
you just look at them and go, oh yeah, these look like regular undead. I think you're fine. They're nothing special.
Frostbite one of them.
Okay, go ahead and do it.
The one closest to me. That's a con save.
That's fine. So, well, that's a 6. I don't think a 6 passes.
Hell no.
They're rolling like balls, man.
Feels good.
Fuck.
Bless
Okay.
Bless up.
Thank you.
You are horrible.
How much damage?
Sorry. 2 full damage.
What was that again?
2 full damage.
2?
It has disadvantage on its attack.
Okay. So 2 damage. As frost begins to form around the bones of this skeleton, it kind of looks over at you with like again kind of like a curious like cock of its head. It appears to be doing just fine. Then it didn't appear to do too much. Next up we have Moyer.
Just quarterstaff.
Using the quarterstaff.
Just
Sure. I will say with the one that you hit with the frost magic, it is moving slower than before.
It's a 14.
14 does hit. And so this is the quarterstaff?
Yeah.
So this is bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
Okay. So what'd you roll for damage?
9.
9? Okay.
Yeah.
So you go to hit this, and you're hitting this one here. Okay. Yeah. You go to hit it with your staff, and it flies apart. So as you just crack into it, its bones are very brittle. It's kind of, and this thing is gone. It actually did a little bit more damage than you were expecting. So one could say that bludgeoning damage is extremely effective against skeletons. So next up, unless there's anything else you wanted to do.
No.
Okay. Next up, is, well, the skeleton that got murked. So, next up, Malachi.
Ooh, you get to go, baby.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, it's me.
Mhm.
Thing is, how this fight's going well, I don't feel like I need to do anything rash, but I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on the last remaining skeleton. He's gonna need to give me a Wisdom saving throw.
The skeletons are very wise, Frank.
Very. 14.
That passes.
Wow.
He rolled a
Yes.
15 minus 1. Okay.
But
Was your DC 14?
13. My wisdom isn't particularly high because you don't get an early boost, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
that's all. I mean, that's my action. I'm not gonna cast the healing words. I don't think anyone needs
Okay.
it.
I didn't know if you wanted to move or anything. That's fine.
No, I'm sitting in the corner. It's fine.
Alright, Thorn, you're up. One skeleton left standing.
I'm gonna go whack the last skeleton.
Go whack him.
Whack-a-mole,
Whack 'em
baby.
hard.
Are you?
Yes, very hard. 21.
Oh my.
21 to hit. Roll damage.
So that would be 6 slashing damage.
Okay. You run up, take a hack away at it. It tears away some of the chunks of armor that are left rusting on it. It's missing some, like, half of its, like, rib cage is just kind of like cleaved off. It's ish holding together. It's kind of slow, and it doesn't have a whole lot left to it, but it's holding on. It's a trooper. Crane, you're up.
Okay. Well, we're gonna. Yeah. Okay, so 22.
Okay. A 22 does hit.
7 plus 3, 10 damage.
Okay. So this time, kind of chastising yourself for the kind of stupid mistake, you, rather than try to stab it, just try to brute force come down on top of it, and as you cave in, it's like clavicle. It just falls apart, clatters across the floor. All of the skeletons are now dead.
I highly doubt they have gold, like, hot glued to their bones.
No! Matter of fact,
Oblivion.
they've got near worthless scraps of rusty armor on them.
I'm gonna go over and pick up like pieces, stuff, and examine.
Okay. Ethan, like you said, walks over, starts kind of sifting around in the bits of bone left over.
I'm gonna check this door again.
Okay. So once again, it's just another solid wood and iron door. As you go to look, the long room is partitioned into 3 areas with iron bars walling off the north and south. And so you kind of see there's like jail cells. And that's kind of all you get a glimpse of, as from either side of you, on either side of the door, 2 more red brand take slashing attacks at you as you poked your head in the door. They were posted up on either side, waiting. So they'll go ahead and roll a couple attacks against you. One's an 11.
No.
One's a 21.
Yeah.
Barely.
Okay. So that'll do 5 slashing damage to you.
Okay, he's gonna need to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity 12, 13.
Yeah, he passed.
Okay. So, you see one of them as he goes to swing at you, and you duck out of the way as the other one catches you in the back. I'm just going to stick with the initiative we have, and I'm going to roll theirs and see where they fall. Hot garbage for 1. Slightly less, more like lukewarm garbage for the other one. So... Cross, because these are dead. Okay, so sad boy here, and slightly less sad boy will go here. All right, so the rest of you, you kind of hear as Malachi goes to open the door, you kind of see him duck out of the way, and then you kind of hear a sword clash against his armor, and kind of
They're gonna hit me. I'm gonna throw the door open.
Okay. So the door, yes, blasted open. Yeah. So, let's see. We'll go. So Thorn. Go back. You went. We'll say. And then we'll go Yarol. We'll start with you.
Okay. Will I be able to see either of them if I move?
Not really. You might. I'd say they'd have like 3/4 cover. You could probably see like the edge of an arm or something like that.
How does that affect attack?
+5 to
It
their
gives them
armor
AC.
class.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be pretty hard to hit.
Better roll really high, Derek.
Yeah, yikes.
As you often do.
Hey, I've been rolling decent.
What do you want to do?
I've only missed like 1. Okay, I think I'm gonna move here, and I think I will hold my action
Okay.
For when one of them comes out of like cover
Okay,
to Eldritch Blast them.
that's fine.
I think I'm gonna do.
All right, Ethan, you're up. You hear some commotion from the other side. What would you like to do? By the way, Moyer, you're up next.
Can I do? Because they're hiding.
Yeah, they're kind of back up against the.
Was your hand affected by cover?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because can you spawn it here? And then attack one of them?
Technically, I mean, can I like see them? Because
From the angle you're at right now, if you took like a step forward, like I said, you could kind of see through like kind of. Malachi's pretty big. He fills up a lot of the doorway, but you can kind of see around like a little crack. You see like
Okay.
the edge
yeah,
of
I'll
one.
just make an attempt on attacking whatever I can see. Then.
Sure, that's fine. So that'd be this guy up here on the top side.
What was I? 21.
21 hits. Roll your damage.
Oh no. Nice. 7 damage.
7 damage to sad boy. Okay. Next, we have after Ethan, Moyer, you're up.
So, yeah, let's use Eldritch Blast. Even
Okay. From where you're at. Yeah, like I said, it's 3/4 cover. Just as a note, if there is, you're trying to squeak this past Malachi. So if you roll really bad, you might hit him. So it's up to you whether you want to gamble on that.
okay, if is that gonna
What?
I mean, he's in the doorway. It's wait, what?
So-
Like, oh, you're moving up into his space.
yeah,
Okay,
Would
so you're
it
trying
block?
to. Yes, you can move into his space because you're a halfling, and that's a thing you can do. And were you wanting to attack with your staff, or?
yeah, I'll do that if I can do it.
Yeah,
The-
they're within melee range. Yeah, you can reach around the corner and. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll do that.
you hitting the one that's already hurt or the other one?
I'll do the one that's already hurt.
Okay. Malachi, you're up soon.
It's an I don't know,
What is that?
11.
11 does not hit. So, once again, the tiny little halfling kind of scoots in between the Goliath's legs and tries to get over from around the corner. But it's just a little bit too awkward of an angle between the wall and the doorway and the Goliath. It's just
Right
doesn't
up
quite
your Frank's like little fucking crossbow.
doesn't quite make contact. So next up, we have after Moyer, the first red brand, who is the one that got hit. He's going to take another swing. He's at, you know what? At Moyer, as you try to hit him around the corner, he's going to take a swing back at you. I'm trying to hit you. Little
Rude.
Kind of.
That's a 20 to hit. I think that hits. Oof. 8 points of damage. So as you come
Meaty.
as you come swinging, he manages to come right around and catch you like right on the top of the shoulder as you're kind of like lunging forward. What is that?
That hurt.
Yeah, he rolled max damage on that. And then, that's his turn. Next up is Malachi.
Okay. I'm gonna go in and try and grab this guy. Right here.
The one that's been hurt or the one that's been
So the one that's
ignored?
full health. I'm gonna try
All
and grab him.
So the bottom one. Okay. Go ahead and roll your athletics.
8.
Okay. He rolled an 11. So you go to grab at him, and he just barely slips out. Anything else
That's
you'd
all
like
I
to do?
got.
Okay. Next up is the one you just tried to grapple, who's not appreciative of that. I'm trying to take a swing. 15.
Nope.
Okay. So he goes to swing at you, and after you he jumps back out of your grip, but you manage to bring your shield up in time, and just it deflects right off of it. Next up, Thorn. You got this awkward cluster going on in the.
Yeah, there's like a cluster here. So... trying to figure out how to get around this.
I don't know.
You can
Got
stand
a
in the same space
bouncing-
as him because he's the halfling.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to stick here and then ready in action for in case
Okay.
one of these guys steps in line so that I can
Okay.
take a swing at him.
That's fine. You're up.
What?
After
No, he's
Thorn.
not.
No, Crane. You're right. Sorry, my bad. Crane.
Really awkward.
This
spot.
is super
I
awkward.
took my
I did not design this.
fuck.
I know, dude. It's so
My
freaking weird.
reaction. I'm like, wait, I
I didn't
Okay,
design
if
it,
I take
man.
my dash action, can I squeeze between these two and get like here?
5, 10, 15. Yeah, I'm gonna say because this would be difficult terrain, so it'd be like 25, and then if you took a dash action, 35. Yeah, you could get anywhere you want within that room.
Okay.
But yeah, it would take a dash, which I think you can use. You have cunning action for right now.
Yeah,
I think?
yeah.
So,
I can take it as a bonus action. So yeah. That's what I will do. If I go here, do I take a hit? I take it?
I'm gonna say no. The only one that might is kind of preoccupied with the giant Goliath in his face, and then
Okay.
the other one you're not leaving his melee range, so he wouldn't get one on you. So Crane bolts in, and there's all sorts of stuff going on in this doorway, and he just kind of like slides just through a tiny little crack, slides right on through and manages to squeak by. As you kind of get further in, you realize that there are some prisoners, some commoner-looking folk in this
Okay.
in this this jail cell here. And then you can also see that this one across the way is empty. So
Okay, so as I get there, I'm gonna attack the one in front of me.
Go ahead.
13.
I think their armor class is 14, so no.
Yeah.
First attack misses.
Well, I can't take a second because I use my bonus action. So.
I think. Okay, so let me go double check this. I think the rogue's cunning action is like separate.
It says you can take a bonus action on each of your turns to take dash, disengage, or hide.
If you use dash, disengage, or hide.
Yeah, action type 1 bonus action. I think maybe like assassins or something get something where it doesn't.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I got you. So next up we have Geralt now. Ethan, you'll be up next.
All I can really do in this clusterfuck is try and hope to hit someone in 3/4 cover, I suppose. So, I mean, like,
You want to give it a shot?
I guess I got nothing else better to do. Oh wow. That is a
20 what?
24.
Alright. Surprisingly, somehow, whether it was just probably more luck than anything. He's just like, and Ethan, you watch as he just sends this bolt of energy into the flailing group. Kind of worried for a bit, like, is he gonna hit one of, and manages to clip the red brand. So go ahead and roll your damage on that.
10 damage. 10
Okay.
force damage.
And you drop him. So
Nailed it.
you manage to just find the tiniest in the middle of all of it. Like time almost slows down for you, and you see this little gap, and you just, and then boom! Basically, like as the guy was like trying to dodge Crane's attacks, he kind of ducks down and exposes his head through the doorway for just a second, and you're just right in the side of his head, and he's down. So, one
Now
left.
there's brains all over me.
One left, and Ethan, you were up. He's around the corner, so you can't quite see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna walk up
Yeah, it sucks being a caster.
and be like, I know you're around here.
Are you still
In my
there?
head. Because, yeah. So I guess I'll wait.
Okay. Next up, Moyer, Malachi, you will be next.
Yeah. They attempt to hit the first off.
You're trying to what?
Hit the last one first off.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attack.
12.
No! Does not hit. Anything else you'd like to do? Okay. Malachi. You're up.
Is this cell here open?
No, the doors are shut. The one that's empty doesn't look locked, but like it's like slightly ajar. But.
Okay, I'm gonna try and grapple this guy again.
Okay. Roll the athletics check.
Natural 20.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll do. He did roll well, but not natural 21. All right, he is grappled.
Yeah, I want to grab him and throw him in the cell.
Okay. Let's say you could probably use like your movement to drag him over there, and then, yeah, you're close enough because you move at half speed, and then release him, shut the door. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. So
I hold up my hand and I'm like, key.
to him.
Yeah.
Okay. So you put him in there. You hold the door shut because you don't have a way to lock it because you don't have the key for it.
Mm-hmm.
Roll an intimidation check.
Nine.
9. Okay. All right. So all right. You forced him. Let's move the. So you forced him into here, and he just kind of glares at you. Does not look like he's gonna cooperate. Not yet, anyway.
Like, you look like a smart man. There's 6 of us, and there's 1 of you. Give me the key.
He's, despite popular belief, he is not a smart man. So he's gonna take a swing at you. Try it through the bars. I'm gonna give it disadvantage because it's through the bars. It's super awkward. Yeah, I don't think. No. So he kind of tries to, but the blade kind of catches, and he kind of like it reverberates in his hand. You kind of see him like shake a little bit. He looks a little less sure of himself, and he's gonna try to back away from the doorway.
I'm like, seriously? Key.
I'm gonna go ahead and say once again roll but with advantage this time. Intimidation, because I think he's starting to realize things are going south for him.
Can I take out my bow?
In a second.
14.
Okay. Yeah. He kind of starts to like lower his blade. Crane, if you want to poke your head inside, you can see Malachi's got this guy kind of thrown into a cell, and he's kind of starting to like kind of eye the room. He's hesitating. He's not really like.
I'm gonna knock an arrow and just point it at him.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna say anything.
He notices, and he further kind of lowers his weapon. And let me see. There's a note about the keys. Let's see if I can find them real quick.
And while this is happening, I'm gonna look to Malachi and be like, "For such a big man, you can be a softie sometimes."
It saves us from having to rifle through his drawers for the keys.
Where the frig? There's a part
I don't
about
very much like killing humans. Never done it actually.
But basically,
Try it.
he's gonna he's like, don't have them.
Are the keys on the wall in here somewhere, or are they on the other guard?
You take a look around. In the corner here, you see kind of like a discarded pile of clothes from all sorts of different assorted. They look like different people. There were maybe like a dozen sets of clothes that were there. That's kind of haphazardly tossed into a pile. You don't see any keys on the wall, and so as you look back at the red brand, he's like, Glassstaff has them, or freaking Mosk. They both have a pair of keys, set of keys.
So I'm gonna, with my bow, my arrow still knocked. I'm gonna glance to Malachi and be like,
I'm like, your life pretty much depends on us locking this door, so what you got for me?
I mean, I don't have the keys. You could try to pick the lock. You look like a big guy. You might be able to just break it open. I don't know.
I'm gonna go see if I can pick the lock. 'Cause,
Okay.
I mean, it's a jail cell lock. I feel like it wouldn't really be that secure.
Yeah. Do you have thieves tools?
Yeah.
I assume, because you're a thief.
Uh-huh.
All right, go ahead and roll to pick the lock. You roll a dexterity check, and then you add your proficiency bonus due to the tools helping you. So plus
Yeah,
2 on
that
top.
is that's a 16.
Okay, yeah, with ease. You walk up, and for the first time, the rest of the group, you see him pull out some tools, kind of fiddle with the lock a little bit, and in very short order, and the door opens. Inside, you see 3 people. You see a woman, full grown, probably in her middle 30s, somewhere in there. And she has 2 children with her. One a 13-year-old boy, and then the other one an older, you look later teens, girl. And they kind of look up at you, kind of like, and as you go, you open it up. They kind of look at you, and they're a little untrusting at first, even though it's obvious that you destroyed the guards. But they look bruised. They don't look like they've been treated well. They're very scared right now.
Can I use my thieves' tools to lock the other door?
Yes. Yes, I think you probably could. Would you like to try?
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Well, that's a higher roll. That's
Yeah,
a 17.
and like it was nothing, you go ahead and you lock that door. As you do, and as the red brand hears the click, he's just kind of like, he gets frustrated, but just kind of sits in the cell and just stares at you.
Okay.
This one's a bit more blasé. He's a bit more stoic. So.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn to the other person and be like, "Who are you?"
You talking to the people inside the cell, like the 3, or? Okay,
Yes, sir.
them. Okay, so the woman kind of speaks up, and she's like, my name's Myrna. These are my two kids, Nars, as she points to the boy, and Nilsa, who points to the daughter. I had a husband, but he stood up to the red brands and just kind of trails off.
So immediately once she mentions that, you see Crane's entire demeanor shift. Like he sheathes his weapons like almost immediately, and he kind of he opens the gate and he's like, "Well, you're free to go. Don't let me stop you. We didn't leave any on the way out, so you should be good."
So you're not with them? I guess that's kind of a dumb question. Thank you. I don't. We don't have anything to really pay
Don't
you.
even speak anymore. Just go.
Okay. Thank you. And they kind of they're grateful, but they're also very still somber due to circumstances. So they walk out and go back the way you guys came, towards the hallway.
And I say, wait.
Yes.
At the inn, if you need a place to stay for the night, Talon or Tobin?
Toblin.
Toblin.
Yes.
Tobin will take care of you. Just let him know that we sent you.
I greatly appreciate that. We do have a home. It might be a little ransacked now, but I think it's still good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Right, and they go.
These people
They-
will be an issue.
They walk out. They go kind of past Ethan, kind of side eye him a little bit, but they're just taking it okay, and they start walking towards those copper doors out towards the hallway.
Oh, watch for the pitfall.
Oh shit! There's a hole in the.
I was waiting.
no.
I tried to give it a little bit of time. Like, please, somebody mention it. Somebody mention it. And she's like,
Hug the wall on the way out.
Out there to the wall.
Okay. I'm gonna walk towards you and be like, "I'll lead you."
Okay, and with Crane's help, a very soft, kind moment from Crane as he helps them around this.
It's because they're fucking humans.
Okay.
They are human, but as he helps them around this little spot in the ground, and you guide them back to the stairs, and they go on their way. Once again, turning to you, and she's got her eyes are a little watery, but she's holding it together, being strong for her kids, and she's like, "I won't offer payment, but thank you." And off they go. I'm gonna go ahead and say at this point that you guys have cleared out all of this and freed. This is still gonna be a while. I think everybody's getting a little tired. It's getting a little late. Feel free to, like I said, so we're not gonna continue any further into the dungeon itself, but if there's anything else you guys would like to finish up, like for example, Crane. Crane, you feel it like you mentioned before. This is a strange new sensation for you, being thanked for what you do. Not normal, not normal for you. You normally don't make people happy with what you do. So this is a new set of emotions and feelings. Maybe uncomfortable, maybe welcome, maybe not.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're not really sure how to process this quite yet. The red brand sitting in he's sitting in the cage, just kind of weapon tossed on the ground next to him. Just
I
sitting
turn
there.
and I kind of smile at him, and I'm like, "You hang out here for a while."
Piss off.
Give me your pants.
You say it like that too. Give me your pants.
Do you say this to him?
No. He's in a
I would say does Moyer say, "Give me your
We
pants"?
take his
Thorn,
pants.
Thorn's walking in and asking for the pants at this point. Nope.
The reason we take their pants
leaving
is so
him
that
alive.
life is very difficult.
I
for them.
get it.
But if he's in a cell, it doesn't matter whether or not he's wearing pants. In a cell.
Yeah, he's
They will when he
What
gets
if
out,
every
though.
single other one of their people pants?
I have
Why
a
don't we
very,
just leave him
I have a
pants?
very specific set of
Moral
morality.
code.
Okay.
Moral
But
code of
Thorn
pantsing.
at this point thinks that you're just stealing pants.
No.
So
I don't keep the pants.
Yeah, the Red Branch is kind of looking at you guys like, what?
I said take off your pants. Pull out the crossbow.
You could have shot me earlier. Like, why not just do it then? You gonna let me live, or are you not? I don't. Really,
Give
pants? That's what's gonna turn the tide. That's what's gonna
Give me
tip
your
the scales. Roll.
No, it's okay. He can have his pants.
Roll
Right.
an intimidation check. This particular Red Brand, he's older. He's got lots of gray hair. He honestly just looks freaking done. He's just like
You're just fucking done with all this shit.
he's super jaded.
Just like what
Nat
the
one.
fuck?
That one. He just looks at you, and he kind of just does this little like motion. He's like, "Come take him."
I kind of want to shoot him with the crossbow, but I
What a
don't.
power play by that man. I'm just saying.
he doesn't care anymore. He's
No,
just
this guy's
slouched up
big
against it.
energy.
He's
Yeah,
just
he's
like,
got
Yeah.
big-
he's like,
I-
what?
he is
You got a
emanating.
thing for old men now? You elves are effing weird. Then again, you're probably like what, like 3,000 years old? I don't know your kind.
The next page in my notebook here is my chem notes, by the way.
Just right back at you. So,
I've been taking notes in my chem notebook too.
so if you guys would like to do, like, have any more conversations, like this is as far as we'll go into the dungeon.
Good. No, give us. You're gonna really cliffhanger us on what's behind this door. You're not gonna tell us. Hey, next week
What door?
we'll fight the things. This door. This one.
I'm gonna I'm gonna attempt to sneakily
Yeah.
open it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sneakily open.
All right, that's fine.
Um,
All right, let me pull it up real quick. Okay, so you go, and you go to open up the door. As you look inside, it's another, which we'll reveal it. It's another little hallway. And in that hallway, you see another door off to your right. If you get closer to examine it, this one is locked. So
Good to know.
you have a
Alright,
locked
cool.
door.
Well, I seem to be pretty good at those.
Check it out. Got the Chem 45 notes. Next
All right.
Bad.
Ooh,
So-
what section are you on? What kind of stuff are you doing right
So,
No, this is from years ago, dude. This is
Oh,
not current.
okay.
all right.
Dude, I'm a financial rating supervisor. I'm not a chemist.
That's fair.
I was gonna say data analyst, not chemist. Put that shit away, bruh.
All right.
I was a joke of an engineering major for about 2 years, and then done with that.
So,
I'm finishing a bio degree.
good luck, Danny.
I'm not in
But
college.
yes, you guys have you guys have cleared out this area. A strange first time moment of kindness from Crane, who afterwards just looks uncomfortable. Like if you kind of yeah.
Oh, I'm itching to get into the next fight.
Yeah, he's not like basking in it. He's just kind of like meh. So, yeah, and once again, Malachi proving that if possible, you don't have to murder everybody. So, yeah, and then one crotchety old man in a cell.
Did we level up?
Not yet.
Nah,
Not yet.
I want to be a swashbuckler.
You're well on your way, but not yet.
Will we at the end of this be level 3? Like this dungeon?
If not before the end, yes. By the end of it, you will be
Okay.
level 3. So, don't you fret.
fretting.
But anyway, well done. You guys have started freeing the town. You've definitely boosted local morale with that showing in the street. And this is where we'll pick up next time. Continuing to explore the hideout beneath the manor. So,
Cute.
thank you everybody for playing and coming by.
Yeah.
Until next time.
See ya.
Later, guys.
Peace.
All right. To everybody. Oh, hang on. There we are. Hello. All right, to everybody in the chat. Once again, I apologize. I don't always have the best interaction because it's DMing, and DMing is hard. Yes, Primero, Perstrain, hello Hunter. Any of you guys still in chat? Hungry. Tell them to kill more if they want to level up. I am actually, if they throw somebody, I'm not punishing them for not murdering. If they throw somebody, I should probably tell them this, but if they throw somebody into a cell, for example, essentially they're still getting the experience. I'm not going to rob them of it just because they took a non-lethal route. I think that still counts as they bested him in some way. Granted, the attempts at intimidation didn't go quite as planned, but that's it for today, guys. D&D will be back next Friday. As long as everybody's still on board with that, we'll have to check every schedules. I think we're okay. I haven't heard anything yet. I'll be streaming tomorrow, earlier in the day, do some video gaming stuff. Yeah, if you feel like stopping by, feel free. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Have a good one. See you next time. Finger guns.